to fire like this. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. Right here, right now, we're running out of things to talk about. Right here, right now, I'm about to let the truth come out. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? You tell me now. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? Keep my feet on the ground. If I told you I was ready right this minute, I just wanna do and lay you down. I just feel like you need it's clean. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? To know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on?
Joyride, a hit and run. I thought I loved you and you thought I was fun. I'm moving on down the road. Watch me as I go, watch me as I go. Should I look both ways before you cross me, baby? 'Cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on. For miles, 67 fastback, oh, it's just my style. We're headed down the road. Just enjoy the show, watch me as I go. Should've looked both ways before you cross me, baby, 'cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on. Both ways before you cross me, baby, 'cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on, hey, got nothing left to say. Let's be on my way, best of luck. I'm moving on, got nothing left to say. Let's be on my way, best of luck. I'm moving on, got nothing left to say. Let's be on my way, best of luck. I'm moving on, I'm moving on.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're D&D Boyband, a group of friends all like D&D. Oh my god, I'm going to start again. We're D&D Boyband, a group of friends that all like to play D&D Pretty Boys because apparently it's not fantasy and it's everyone's heart. My name is Jamie. I can now speak. And joining me tonight are a group of fantastic D&D players. First of all, we have Ben as Mercy.
I finally settled on my intro. Hello, I'm Ben, and remember that there is no prize to perfection.
There is no prize to perfection. True. Thai is Quan.
Hello. There is a prize to perfection. It's not feeling like ass.
Lotus Casimir.
The end to pursuit was merely a setback.
SK's Pod.
I don't understand this reference.
You do. Oh my god, you do.
I'm sure I do, but
hey.
I'm just blanking.
SK's
Oh.
a JVIC denier.
I am, unironically.
Pod's village
We're
has
not-
actually been you.
We're not friends anymore.
Matt is Stan.
Perfection is a prize to perfection at the end of pursuit. Hello.
Hello. And I'm everyone else. So, so before we begin, we do have two announcements. The first one is obviously we have now all opened and seen the presents from Jen, and what the hell? They were incredible. Thank you so much. Mine is so cute, and yeah, we're really grateful.
Dude, okay, right. Jen made us all these tubes, right? And mine is like a little Necronomicon guy with a crystal on top. And they've all got dice in them. So we can shake our boys and roll them. And then it's a dice roll. It's fucking crazy. This is the best gift I've ever freaking received. Thank you, Jen. We don't deserve you. And I love my tube. My tube is my favorite thing.
Also, we're all really stupid, and we didn't know which way round things were. we just assumed that the weave one was for Mercy, and we should probably ask for clarification.
I think we can use our brains on that.
Okay, yeah, all right, fine.
It
yeah.
was when
We're-
so-
yeah,
it
we're
was when
definitely
someone-
really smart, and we didn't get confused as to what was what because we're really stupid.
It was when someone in the party was like, wait, who's Wings of Justice for? The Paladin.
Okay, I think we figured two out. And then we were confused by the rest. Not because they're not good; they're amazing. They're really, really, really cool. Just we're just, I guess, confused
This
about
is
our own
you
identities.
problem. This is
Apparently.
you problem.
Okay, well, we didn't. I think we didn't know who Destiny was for. Destiny in the bottom. That was it.
Me, right?
Was that you? Okay.
No, you were the
Probably was.
storyteller.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I meant. You guys are gaslighting me. I was there.
Anyway, like, I can't even begin to talk about the thoughtfulness in this package. We got snacks,
Yeah, they're so
freaking
cool.
dice, art. I've already shown you guys my framed Firbolg and Casimir art, but I'm going to show it to you again because I love it and it makes me happy every day. Yeah, it's, I don't know, I'm feeling very emotional about all the effort that's gone into this. So thank you, Jen. You truly are the best.
I saw that look, Letty. I saw that look.
Well, look,
was-
there's no look. Thank you, Jen. You're amazing.
I know.
It was just
Okay.
truly incredible.
So the number one
honestly.
hater is in the chat right now.
I picked up Destiny in a bottle so that whenever we do a percentage dice as a group, I can grief us,
Divine
Oh,
intervention.
nice.
as I already have with teleport. But
Well-
more will come.
You have another D20 to grief us again, right?
It's not a D20. I've got the percentage dice. So.
Oh no, like the natural 20.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh no, I'm not gonna use that to grief. It's gonna be for, I don't know,
Oh,
something.
it'd be like last time when you used it for good.
I never intentionally throw something. It would be unintentionally throw something. It just happens more often than it should.
And the other announcement after that, thank you so much, Jen, is it's Pod's birthday. Aski's birthday, who will therefore be getting a natural 20, which is appropriate for where we are right now. Although I am continuing, as I might gatekeep that behind you actually organizing something for your birthday.
That's really unfair. Like, why would you ask me if something's so difficult?
Or else we will do it. I will do it for you. I will message Izzy. It will happen.
You can't. You can't. That's not fair. It's not. It's not
That's
anyone's fault
me.
apart from my own capability to organize things.
Also, I redid the overlays because we are in a new place, so there's new stuff in there. We're all accurately level 9 now, and we've slightly updated bullet points, and I think there's more fan art in the reel, or it's more new, and if there's stuff missing, I shall continue to update it over coming days.
Thank you, Clue.
Bam.
Include.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I am, in fact, not level 9, though.
I don't know.
I'm not.
It's like,
What do you mean
what,
you're
you're
not
not
level 9?
static?
I'm not level
Okay.
9.
What do you
You
mean
just
you're
been told
not
you're not
level
level 9.
9?
I'm not. I don't know what you. What else you want me to say? I'm not level
Why?
9.
Yeah, but why?
that's
I have the same question.
Because Juan's God's favorite prince.
Okay. Alright,
Keep your secrets.
gaming.
A
Quan's
tipsy
never failed this
teleport.
whole
Is that the
time.
name of the last session? I like it.
I'm gonna steal
So-
that one for the pod.
To catch you up on last session, and some more knowledge was dispersed amongst the party about how blood magic forms, its purpose, energy can amplify spells. You managed to find a gate scroll. Juan and Pod had interactions with a ferryman of no particular importance, and Tyr, the Lord of Justice, kind of indicating some of what they were feeling, expressing that Quan does have a soul, first and foremost, and to kind of continue moving on because they were able to pledge it. Tyr charges Quan to continue being the eyes, hand, sword of justice. Even if you can't prevent people from being evil. No, sorry, you can prevent people from being evil even if you can't make them good. Ferryman asked Pod, seemed to provide some upgrade or change to the shield and Modi. Quan confirms that this all happens with Pod, talks to the others about it. Then the fate card gets revealed, or at least the version of it that Quan had, discusses with Mercy that this is impossible because this is an incredibly powerful artifact that his order, at least to his knowledge, possesses. However, so the brief discussion about wanting to go help Fazul and stop him descending into wherever he's going. It's at this point that Dwarf slammed the door reading Asfar and Zarnath, who mentioned to you that they're after an artifact keeping souls there. You quickly realize that is a lie. You are all kind of leave with Asfar, who teleports you away. But because he had no idea where you were going to, after some conversation about where you were going to Thug Olum, Pod's village, you were teleported to Geb's Bridge, directly next to the Immaculate Ecclesiarchy's encampment. Than goes to infiltrate by horses, begins talking about runic symbols. Mercy realizes they have a bird token that can fly you most of the way there. You meet the Sephiroth captain. Something relevant, perhaps, and also aligned to the Creators Federation. You mention talking pretty much to the captain about what happened, managed to buy 5 horses, they aren't eventually needed, and Casimir invades Fazul's dream. Having a good dream, like you said, and kind of imagining winning. Casimir talks to him, saying that scrying has been blocked, doesn't know what's going on, but convinces him to hold out for a couple of days before he goes any further. You make your way, approaching to Thug Olum, seeing that it's fundamentally changed since last time Pod was here. large areas of the forest have been chopped down and excavated, quarried. Pod, you're confused by identities and the landmarks. Modi Chinton saying you need to stop this immediately. You land out of sight of Thug Olum, far away. A voice seemed to talk to Than, saying that it missed him. Any questions about our session? Anything unclear? Anything I missed in?
Is there a big town as well, or is it like this big kind of bastion with a load of quarries and
There are
automatons around?
the kind of bastion in the center. There are small wooden dwellings kind of scattered around whatever bits of the forest remain.
I'd like to re-emphasize that we rode to this place on a giant rainbow bird for 150 miles, which I just think is
Yeah,
the best
huh.
thing ever. But no questions.
And then you carried us the rest of the way.
Because I decided to give you access to almost all items and unlimited money, so I'll be working out how that's going to pay me back for a little while.
And for the
It's
record,
fine. Just
like Casimir's giant eagle polymorph was spooky. Okay, it was a scary giant eagle. It was maybe not very comfortable and more bone than feathered creatures, but it was cool.
Jamie, you could just have some sort of rampant inflation because it's wartime, and every government's just
Yeah.
printing gold.
Yes. So,
Printing.
as I said, we will be doing a slight bit of retcon. The night before, maybe some of you had this in a dream, maybe some of you didn't, but we will investigate some things going on in two different parts of Lukai. One, where Casimir, you might never have been here, but you certainly read a lot about it, in a chamber underground. Very dim light illuminating one side of this underground room that's different than the others. The others are clearly dug out, and this looks almost cut through. It's as if, and kind of as the way it looks, it almost looks like it's part of a larger structure that seems to go up and down from here. And the Sovereign Arbiter is sitting, both hands flat on this surface. Form shifting intermittently between that of herself and that of a creature missing skin, limbs, and blood. Somewhere else.
Wait.
Deep-
To clarify,
Again.
Jamie. This is like in video games where we see the villains doing stuff, right? We as a party have
None
no
of you know this is
context
happening.
of this.
No,
But for
yeah.
Clude's knowledge, Sovereign Arbiter Lysander Valtorin, that's her name, right? Have I done it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Lysander
Um,
Valtorin.
Spooky. She was spooky.
Yeah.
That bitch.
When you say missing limbs, blood, and skin, so is that just skeleton?
No, they got some of them.
Wait, like
Okay.
like Vashanarada kind of like lacking of bits?
Yeah, similar vibe, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
And how many limbs are we talking? Or did you not mean like
Hand.
nugget?
No, they're like hand completely gone, kind of knee not quite there, further down.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Just missing chunks.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's get the picture.
Those of you who remember certain one-shots or backstories we did would recognize a chamber made of marble, beautiful golden inlaid all around. 12 chambers leading off it, each one decorated or painted or inscribed, denoting each one of the 12 preserves in Lukai. a couple of robed figures stand around this well, and a small, scared tiefling child stands looking over it. The central figure, slightly taller than the others, steps forward, kneels down, seems to whisper something in the child's ear before pushing him in. And looking down into a writhing mass of light energy. And the final thing, two figures you do recognize, surrounded by other people shoveling and mining, seemingly having an argument. Fazul and Naliska disagreeing. Naliska beginning to walk away, while Fazul picks up a pickaxe and goes back to work. Naliska sits down, seems intently drawing something. Looking over his shoulder, he's drawn with a couple of things labeled on it. Black gauntlet. Couple of dates, each one indicating a night. Wondering why it appears in his dreams. But to come back to our happy Firbolg village,
What were they
you
arguing
will
about?
land. You will land just out of sight of the village. As you crest the ridge overlooking, the air is heavy with smoke. What was once a lush, quiet haven surrounded by verdant trees, scarred with jagged trenches, towering cranes, blackened steel. Gentle murmur of streams is drowned out by the mechanical groan of automatons far in the distance, tearing through the earth. The village is unrecognizable. There are still the modest huts of woven branches and stone, but many of it have been replaced by crude barracks, looming watchtowers, sharp angles at odds with the natural beauty of the land you remember. You don't see anyone you recognize. You don't see anyone at all. There's just automatons around. A massive central pit dominates the area, its depths glowing faintly with an unnatural light. Essentia, you remember it. Exposed and bleeding energy into the air. It smells like chemicals here, for those of you who know what that is. And the once familiar aroma of the forest is gone. And you probably can only hear it. It's strange because clearly he doesn't have that capacity anymore, but it's almost as if Modi sniffles.
I guess he would look very full on and surprisingly upset. This isn't how I remember it.
It's not really what I
Worthy, when you-
expected. Sorry.
When did you leave? When did you last see this pod? How long?
It's
How
been
long
years.
have they been here for?
I've been away a very, very, very long time.
How long is that?
I lost count of the years, to be honest. We
Alright.
live quite a long time, so being away for decades at a time is not unusual.
20 years, 3 months, 7 days.
Modi never left, so he'd probably. Well, he does remember. It's been 20 years.
Ah, okay.
20 years since you've been home. I feel hard done by with my 9 months.
I mean, it doesn't feel like 20 years in the way that you would feel it, I think, but it feels like a long time.
What was it like
I never really
before?
Well, I don't know how to describe it. Imagine a very small little village. Everyone knew each other. Weren't that many people. Maybe like less than 100 in total. And there was no. I mean, we didn't even really have running water, let alone a. And he kind of points at the kind of industrial elements that are going on in the corner. Yeah, we didn't have any of this. No mines, no nothing. We were just a little, forest village as you would expect. We foraged berries, hunted small amounts, lived in harmony with nature. This is. I don't recognize this.
So, Pod, what do you want to do then?
I don't know. We should find anyone who I recognize.
Yeah.
Surely they have an
know
explanation
any
as
of
to
the
what's going
houses
on.
here?
Do I recognize any house? Any certain part? Any
I'll
recognizable
say
buildings?
to your yeah, there's one like a lot of it's been destroyed from wherever you remember, the basically central village, but there is one house that remarkably is almost untouched by that around it. It's not Karin's. Karin's house where you remember it was long gone. It's Derek's. Seems untouched by the passage of time or what else
Is
has
it-
occurred. It's kind of like a little not oasis, but
He points it
Sticks
out
out.
after looking, and he goes, "That kind of slightly ugly looking building," and you notice this kind of like a slightly built up, odd looking building that just looks like the house of someone who has too much money and absolutely no taste whatsoever. That's my uncle's. I don't know, the only one I recognize. Well, I don't recognize it much. He's changed it a lot, but it's exactly where it was. It's got quite big fences around it now.
Is he? Are you on good terms with him? Did you leave on speaking terms?
Yeah, I mean, we were fine. I mean, I wouldn't say he was my friend, but we knew each other at the very least. Him and my brother used to talk a lot, so generally because he was making a complaint of some kind. But he was the kind of nosy neighbor that you would expect, the one that always had a problem. But he wasn't a bad guy by any means. We should talk to him.
Would he be likely to receive us well? Do you think?
I mean, sure, I don't see why not. Everyone was nice. If you knocked on their door, they'd let you in. Nobody was like completely at odds with anyone in the village. It didn't used to be.
I only
Yeah,
hope
it might
that
be
hasn't-
changed now.
Yes, I only hope it hasn't changed. Only one way to find out. Lead the way, Pod.
Can we? Is it possible? So it's like a clear just way in? Is it like walled off or?
no. So it's not walled off. Like this area, the area in the center, or like what you would approach from, has been there is like a path through the forest and through the mines that seems watched but not guarded. Like there are watchtowers throughout, and the very center, as from where you're looking on, looks like it was mined, and the work was finished there a long time ago. Work continues on the outskirts, so you could certainly walk up and walk through. Whether or not you would be challenged by any of the robots you can see or automatons as you walk past, you're probably unsure.
I guess we just go in. I mean, there shouldn't be any reason we can't go in. At least if I'm with you. Yeah, I guess we would go in via the main path unless anyone wants to try and sneak, but we could sneak to Derek's house, I guess.
It's a good,
I think we knock, right?
it's a good plan, Pod, but that he sided with Karin. He's against us. Be careful.
Yeah, but even still, he's not. I know he's an annoying asshole, but I guess you should be talking to myself. But I know he's an annoying asshole, but he'd still make us a cup of tea. He's not impossible to deal with.
You really think so, Pod? Casimir making it about himself. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm talking to my brother. He says
Well-
that Derek and Karin are alongside each other. Again,
Oh.
Karine was difficult, to say the least. I mean, difficult in the sense of someone that killed your brother, I guess, you know?
I feel like
She
you're
kind of
putting-
lost it towards the end.
You're putting it quite lightly, Pod. She killed your brother and put him in a shield or something.
He kind of scratched his head. She didn't put him in the shield, but, you know, she did kill him, for sure. Yeah. I guess you could say they had a misunderstanding. A relatively lethal one.
I feel like you're giving her a lot of the benefit of the doubt.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, you know, murder was kind of you know, it didn't really happen here. So, you know, we never really had like a serial killer or something. It's a bit different from the outside world. If anyone did anything like this, it was generally presumed it was a misunderstanding. I guess this is probably one of the worst things that had happened to this place up until this moment, if I could recall.
So just to be clear, you're saying that the person who killed your brother is currently living here, and we are to meet her.
I mean, I guess that would be kind of inevitable if we went in. I kind of assumed that she would, you know, probably leave, with a lot of the people generally not being too happy with her, but it looks like things have turned out the way, not that way. It looks like it may have been the other way around, and everybody else left, and she's still here. So, I guess you're right. We might be facing a kind of bit of opposition if we were to go in.
How do you think she would receive you, Pod?
I mean, I don't really know, to be honest. I was never explicitly on her bad side, but I was never really on her good side either.
Pod,
She
can
also
I
killed
ask
your
you,
brother.
what do you want out of this? Do you want to do something about her? Is it vengeance you're after? Is it restoring this place, ousting the Federation? I'm willing to assist with any of the above, really, but what's on the table and what's off it? Because I think we need to establish some boundaries, otherwise I'm going to kill someone and you might not like the result.
I mean, this might seem a little contradictory. My brother is not very happy with Karine, and I'm being quite liberal with what I'm saying. Let's just say I'm making it a little bit nicer. He has some choice words, but I myself find it difficult to condemn most people, even for really bad things. I've always been a little bit, you know, too nice, one could say. So yes, she's probably not. She's not a good person. I'm just not very good at condemning people.
Would you like us to condemn her for you?
That would be probably be best for the best, I think.
So we're here to kill Karine.
I mean, you know, we could just. I mean, I guess we're probably a bit far for an apology at this point, but you know, if she surrenders, maybe we don't have to be necessarily lethal.
Okay, bring her to justice then.
Exactly. Yeah.
Quan, you could
I'm not
decide
sure
what
with-
justice is. I don't think that decision should fall to me, because I think it's fairly obvious what the outcome of my justice will be.
But
He kind of
once,
spins round. Yeah, great.
I
Quite,
do,
quite good.
for once, I do agree with Casimir. Pod, I understand that perhaps you struggle to blame others for their actions, but your family's memory deserves better than that. Your brother's memory deserves better than that.
Yeah. And I think this village probably deserves a bit better than that.
There are plenty of judges and lawmakers further into the cradle of eternity. If we do end up capturing her, maybe we could take her to them. I mean, DM, what's the relationship between the Dwarven Lords and the creditors of the Federation? The creditors of the Federation are kind of like middlemen for trading, right? They
Yeah,
help export
they
their
are.
stuff.
Yes. The Dwarven kingdoms rarely leave, and as such, the Federation take and sell their goods, and vice versa. On that, the doors to the Immortal Bastion, I mean, the central place, swing open, and drawn by some horses a cart of goods with a couple of not guards necessarily, but people walking alongside it, leave some boxes and begin to make their way down the path.
Do you reckon we could ask them what's going on? Maybe in a way where we approach them and we don't look like bandits trying to take what's going on there.
We certainly can. We're only travellers, and that's the truth.
Can we see what they look like? You say it's horses. Is like someone driving the carriage?
Yeah, and there's people like leaving either side of it.
What
Walking through.
what race? How do they look? Are
They all
Firbolg?
look. I go quite far. They don't look like Firbolgs, I'll say. They do look vaguely humanoid, but a bit shorter than you'd imagine. A couple of them are armored. They seem to be. There's a sigil on their chest plates, which I'll say that from here you can make out. You've seen it before. It was on the boxes. No, it was on the fire elemental stones from Alarafa. A broken hammer. Surrounded
Do
in
we
flames.
know what that sigil was for, or
It's
we have-
for
As a
the elusive Ember, member of the Unbound Flame, even. Sorry.
But I don't think we as a party know that. I don't think Than has told us anything. Like, the fire elementals in Alarafa left behind the sigil, and we didn't talk about it. We saw a guy in a portal, and we didn't talk about it. And then Than went to talk to the guard captain at Geb's Bridge and didn't tell us anything about that. So
And we again didn't talk about
we
it.
have no idea.
We do a lot of
knows.
yapping with very little
I should probably-
substance.
Probably disclose this to you guys. I probably will aim to do so, especially after seeing that.
As you're looking, there's like a bump in the road, and one of the boxes fall off, and Essentia spills out, and they kind of look at that and kind of awkwardly push it back on. One's clearly annoyed at the other, and put it back on the box and keep going.
While they've stopped, if the party isn't approaching, are you?
If so, Casimir, are you going up?
Well, yeah, and nobody was moving while if you'd be going then.
Oh, yeah. No, let's go.
Excuse me. Sorry. Do you have a moment?
Certainly. Scratch up. Brenna, how do you do? Holds out his hand, and you look. He's quite young. Looks to be about 17,
Is he a
18.
Firbolg?
No, human.
Oh, Casimir.
Brown hair.
You're a guard here, or who am I talking to? Sorry.
Oh, just on a supply run. Told to come here with the points to the others who probably haven't noticed you yet. He's the only one who's come over. Told to come here and collect some goods and bring them back. You're not. Kind of take a step back for a second. Puts his hand out. You're not bandits, are you?
Heavens, when have you seen
No.
a bandit dressed like this? He kind of like
No.
motions down to his glitter dripping, like beautiful silks and tailored clothes. Really? A
Oh,
bandit?
No, I suppose you wouldn't have said hi either.
No, we're not bandits. We're actually we're with the Unbound Flame, and I'm gonna flash in one of the runes. Just
What?
to
Like an FBI agent, you're just gonna kind
yeah,
of
literally. Like we're with the Unbound Flame. Flash it.
Okay, you can make a deception check with advantage.
Nice.
Casimir blinks up at him and says nothing. Yes.
Advantage. Deception check. 18.
Barbarians are known for their deception ability.
Yeah.
High
Yeah,
charisma.
yeah, he kind of sighs and says, "Oh, well, wait, sorry, we've been a few days delayed. You weren't sent after us, were you?"
No,
running a
but we
spark.
heard. No, but we did hear. It was on our itinerary to check, so it's good that the delivery's going out now. Tell me, is Overseer Kareem in the Bastion right now?
Oh, Yes, she kind of, made sure that everything was as it should be and left again. Didn't spend much time with us, but yes.
She's left the
Kind
bastion.
of
No.
raised
She's
one
she's
eyebrow.
there, as in like she left us. She
Oh, right.
presumably went somewhere else.
No,
Sorry,
makes sense.
you and your rank, you all look quite impressive, honestly. Should I bowing?
No, don't worry about it. Just know that the package is being expected, so you should probably hurry along.
Of course. At this point, slightly older man wearing not as Jill comes over. Excuse me, what's going on over here?
No worries, my good man. We were just helping Brenner get some of the cargo that had fallen off back in the box.
How kind of you.
Brenna, are you supplied sufficiently for your destination? It's not so short a
yes,
trip,
certainly.
too. He kind of trails off, like with the implication that Brenna should be finishing a sentence and explaining how much he has.
Where is it? Why is my thing not working? Paul Grant. It's several days' travel, but we're well provisioned.
Very good. Wouldn't want any further delays.
No, no.
The pod kind of pops his little hand up. Yeah. Is there anyone other than Karine who looks like, and he just points at his own face? Any others in there? I haven't been here for a while.
Only points to where you're going. He came out to shout at us once for being loud.
Interesting. Thanks.
Sorry, where did they say they were going?
Karnak, sorry. No, sorry, Corgran.
Corgran.
You know that is an area near Garnock's Hold, a small kind of mining village nearby.
I feel like you've said like 4 different words.
Okay,
Literally, I
Corgran.
was thinking the same thing.
Corgran is where he's going. To Than, that's relevant because it's near Garnak's Hold.
Okay, so he's going to Corgran. When did he say to Than?
No, I understand.
Oh,
that
to
it's
Than.
near-
I thought you said
Yeah, yeah.
Tithan, like it was a new.
No. There's one place, Corgran, and another place, Garnak's
I
Hold.
understand.
Than is a character in our D&D party.
Yeah. No, okay. Fucking fantasy, guys. I can't keep track of these imaginary places.
You can
Alright.
see them both on the map.
Which I drew, so I probably should know these
You
words. Anyway,
do.
cool.
No.
Good. Continue.
Who is this little weasel who's come over to talk to us? I don't say that out loud.
He is wearing slightly finer robes than the others, not armor. Again, slightly older, kind of graying hair, very well manicured. You see rings kind of adorn his fingers, jeweled, and wearing a symbol of the Creditors Federation.
Yeah, flashback for the players. Creditors Federation were represented by Malik in the Stormlands, right?
Yes.
Who I in particular murdered.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And there were also other people from the Creditors Federation in the Stormlands. Did we?
There were.
They were talking to Arvus? Question mark. Where is Arvus? Did we leave him? No, we left him on our boat, right?
I did leave him on your boat.
Okay.
Arvus was bribed by the Creditors Federation to keep an eye on you. Clearly,
And
he's no
report
longer
back
doing
on our
that.
movements.
And report back on what you were doing, which is probably why Luke always had so much gold. And secondly, the Creditors Federation were dealing and making trade arrangements with Alara upon your leaving, or at least they were trying to. So you remember that, had Malik won, they would have had control of the Stormlands. Even though they lost, they're businessmen. They're trying. But you're not like, I don't know if you've foiled their plans to the extent that every single one of their members will know who you are, but the broader organization probably is not a fan of you.
Yeah, okay, cool. Got you.
Weren't they trying to both, like, they were trying to fund both sides or something? Is that right? For the quest to win, or like they were trying to fund us.
They were,
but that also funding.
They always come out on top.
Malik's group.
Yeah.
So it's basically just like we'll pay to win this contest kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they also
Sorry.
fronted the reward money.
They did.
Got figures and everything. Bastards.
Yeah.
Damn you,
Yeah.
mega corporation. They're like Amazon, right?
Yes.
So, this one's quite looking down his nose at you.
Please,
Well, I
pleased
suppose
to
some
meet
of you are quite tall, looking up his nose at you.
pleased to meet you. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
No, you didn't.
What is your name?
Your business, please.
Odd kind of jumps in.
And
We're
Brennan
here
kind of
to
says,
meet.
Brennan says, with us. They're with us. Looks over, slightly confused. Oh, Darrow Flint. You're with the Unbound Flame? Here to pick up another order? I didn't realize there was another one scheduled.
We're here
Actually,
to-
I'm their guide. We're here to meet Derek for other business.
There was also a delay on the order that we were checking on, but it's good to see that one's coming out now, so we'll be continuing.
Yes, the
on with
war certainly
Sort
has
out.
caused travel to be more difficult nearby. And
It certainly
several
has.
raiding parties.
Terrible thing.
Life's full of
You mean you're here?
challenges, Darrow. Do your best to meet them.
You're here to see Derek. Where are
Um,
you? First year, sent on a prank.
we're not. I mean, no, we're not exactly here to see Derek. It's just I know Derek.
Oh, you're
Their
from
business is
this
their own.
town.
I am indeed.
How did you end up in the Unbound Flame?
Long story. Far too long to explain in a short amount of time.
especially when you're late on a delivery.
Exactly.
Time isn't your friend right now.
Get going before the war catches up to you.
Good luck with Derek. I'm sure he's got some paperwork for you. Brennan kind of awkwardly waves. Brennan waves as you leave.
Juan also awkwardly waves while sort of smiling at her as they goodbye.
Someone's made the shit list. Well, there we go.
Why is it
We,
that every creditor is incredibly unpleasant? Is there a singular pleasant individual in that organisation? I think not.
I've never really met one that wasn't kind of annoying, I'm afraid.
No, Malik's my benchmark.
That type of organization attracts that kind of people. I just realized I haven't told any of you about the Unbound Flame.
No, you haven't. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What is the Unbound Flame?
Essentially they are not a rebellion, maybe not quite terrorists, somewhere in between, of the Cradle of Eternity. Basically, they are a kind of zealots. They cause a lot of trouble for the Dwarven kingdoms further in, and they've aligned themselves with the Accreditors as a federation, either for muscle or to reap some benefit from them. But I think they have some ulterior motives in joining up with them. And kind of concerningly, I present the runes from the fire elementals that I found. These fell out of the fire elementals that we fought in Alarafa, that Valsar sent after us.
Either it's a very small world, or why were they in Arafa?
I mean, Alarafa isn't too far from here, all things considered.
Well, Valsar is a
Abaddon.
representative of Abaddon. It's possible that Abaddon has friends between here and Alarafa, causing unrest, preparing the region for their invasion.
I'm surprised Abaddon has friends, to be honest.
Opportunists rather than friends, I'd say.
Makes sense.
They are not very friendly with the Dwarven Kingdom in terms of tradition, in terms of cultural, you know, cultural norms, that kind of thing. They're a bit of a thorn in their side. So maybe the deal is after Abaddon's army sweep through, they get control, or they, you know, something to that effect. I can only guess, but they're no good.
An insurgency group, I see.
Yeah.
That makes sense for Abaddon to be using that to their advantage.
Yeah. So I've got 2 spare stones. They're pretty good for getting around when talking to creditors of the Federation. Who wants one?
The more troubling link for me is this insurgency group to Abaddon makes sense. The link to the creditors and this village seems rather more heinous, no? That is worth looking into.
Definitely. I'm of any mind to try and stomp them out wherever they are, and I'm no fan of the Creditors Federation especially.
Very well. We'll have a secondary go for our jaunt. I thought this was meant to be a holiday, by the way. Were we
This
not
is a
coming?
Look, I can see the sky. I can see mountains in the distance. It's not all grim and horrible, and there aren't skeletons clattering around everywhere.
Nothing wrong with
No offense,
skeletons.
Casimir. I know. I tried to get you off before you said that. But you know.
I was just more imagining sitting on a deck chair, drinking a pina colada, reading and copying spells, but fine. We're on a mission. We're always on a mission. I have accepted it. I wouldn't have it any other way. Let's go. See your...
Yeah, we'll talk to Derek, right?
Derek. Derek?
Derek. Bod, what was your intention about how that was to be pronounced?
You're muted, Eski.
You're still
muted.
I thought I hit the unmute button. I said it's Derek. He would say it exactly the same way every time. He would Derek.
Derek.
Interpret it as you will.
Mhm.
Derek.
Okay then, Pod. Off you go. Let's introduce us to this old family friend.
The automatons don't seem to bother you. They didn't seem to bother us and the other guards, but there are figures on the watchtower that seem to turn to look at you as you make your way through what was once this forest. Juan and Casimir both make wisdom saving throws.
Huh? Why us, bro?
Just as an aside, I'm going to chuck 1 stone to Mercy and
I use my rolling tube.
1 stone to Pod.
I don't know if I could play
16.
off being part of the Unbound Flame. I could definitely play off as being like the guide or like, you know,
Yeah, must still have a
the
quiet
random
conversation.
mook that you have.
Alright, I'll pass it.
16?
The rolling tube has gifted me a 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tube.
That's a 27.
Hell yeah.
There's something for the rest of you. It's acrid. The smell, the smoke. It's not pleasant. It's the same for you, Casimir and Quan. But there's something about the little veins of Essentia or the magic that seems to flow out of them that's oddly hypnotic for a second. But both of you managed to look away at the last minute. And as you approach what would, if you imagine, cast your eyes back to what Pod Village once would have been the most gaudy structure there, you know, slightly overbuilt, fences all around, very McMansion, but in the midst of this desolation looks not in place, but tranquil almost. And as you take your first step off the path onto the grass, immediately 2 contraptions spark up and emit an incredibly large alarm that almost as you're putting your hands over your ears, as a slightly wizened, older Firbolg, but nonetheless wiry, jumps through the front door, slams open, and says, "Who's trespassing now? I've told them." Stares up at you, like slightly confused.
Pod gives like a little wave. Hi, Uncle. Long time no see. Very long time no see.
Kind of walks in and pulls out a pair of glasses on a stick and just stares.
I thought I could come in and sorry, these are my friends. I thought if I could come in and you could maybe catch me up a little bit on. He looks around. What's happened in the time I've been away?
Oh, it is you. God, it's been so long. Of course, come in. Please don't mind the flowers. As you look, and there's like one single flower bed quite far from the path you're going to walk along, as he motions you inside.
He comes in. Pod like very obviously, like almost like slightly mechanically, he'll like wipe his feet on the mat and everything, like a child that's been invited into like a family friend's house where he knows that he's not allowed to be messy.
Yeah, and coming inside, like everything here is very old. It's well maintained. It's clearly like well looked after, but shabby is probably how I would describe it. You cannot help but notice there are stacks of paper, hundreds of boxes, and what once may have been a desk is overflowing with paper as kind of motions you in to kind of don't look at that. It's just a busy time, and kind of motions you into a lounge. And there's 3 or 4, probably 4 seats that aren't big enough anymore for kind of all of you, and looks a bit unsure of how to proceed and mutters to himself, don't really get guests anymore, and make yourself comfortable, and kind of walks into the other room, and you hear the sound of like a kettle being filled with water and put on to boil.
Can I try and read, like surreptitiously, some of the papers that's just been left out?
Yeah, go for it. It is you pick it up, it is a balance sheet, and it is hundreds of numbers of incoming Essentia trade out, like various accounts. As you pull through each one of these boxes, if you want to find something specific, you realize very quickly that these are the accounts for the village, seemingly of the
Okay.
business.
Okay, so am I able to tell that this guy had some sort of like significant role, or does it look like a peon kind of level of accounts?
I'll
is there
let
a
you
lot?
make an investigation check.
Oh no. Okay, all right. Fair enough. See how the dice. 7.
You can't really tell. These seem to be quite high level, as in like there's a lot of money, a lot of gold being shifted
Lot of
back and
gold.
forth, a lot of shifting. Like, yeah, this looks important.
Yeah. And I guess last question is, how recent are the most recent transaction or whatever?
The ones you pull out, the 7, it's like a couple of months ago.
Okay.
As you're
Okay.
kind of looking through them, you've probably got a couple of minutes if you want to say anything to each other before he returns.
Be careful where you trek any mud or anything. He's very sensitive about that.
Well,
Try not to touch anything.
Your uncle is some sort of banker for the village?
I mean, he used to kind of do the treasury for the town hall, but I mean, we didn't really trade very much back then, so
How
it was kind of
sizable
an
are the
odd job.
numbers, though? Kind of comes to Mercy's side and peers over. Are the numbers like big, Jamie?
Like in total, like each transaction is maybe like in the tens of thousands for the absolute largest, but like overall, you're looking at hundreds of thousands, if not millions, over months.
Quite the operation they have here. I can see why this is so valuable.
What are we talking? Like he's got a few hundred gold?
Over a month, million and a half.
Few 100,000.
Kind of mouths, kind of like a million. Yeah, what's he selling?
Essentia.
Oh yeah. I didn't realize it was that valuable.
I assume that is what all the mines and holes in the ground are looking for.
That would explain a lot of what's going on around here.
What even is it? I don't understand.
It is. I think we found some in that church to Geb in the Stormlands. The material which lets mages and arcanists cast spells, which require more magic. I believe. I don't understand the details, but it enhances magic.
And no components.
And the
whatsoever.
village is shipping the Essentia
I-
to the
I- out of
Unbound
interest.
Flame, who is allied with Abaddon. That's quite bad, boys.
I never thought my village would be the kind of thing to participate in a war effort. You know, we were pretty much fenced off from the rest of the world. At least when I left. We didn't really have many outsiders. Jamie, out of interest, just purely metagaming, does Essentia work with Revivify?
Yeah.
Oh.
It is a small amount of it counts for a significant amount, basically any component, and for the gold requirement ones, it is significantly cheaper and easier and less required of it than the actual like gold value. So you don't need a diamond, you probably need a couple of grams of Essentia.
Damn.
Yo, we need some of this.
We need
For
this.
Our
real.
pockets.
Like,
We need a box of Essentia.
Just lug it around. Portable hole, just fill it with Essentia.
Oh my god.
And Derek comes back. It kind of puts the tray down, immediately goes for dust, and kind of mops up some in. You can't even see it. But it looks kind of goes. Welcome back, and to the rest of you, welcome. Your Pod's friends, allies, partners. What is? Who are you? Why are you here? Eyes slightly narrow at that. There's obviously, suspicion as well as confusion.
Pod would like turn as if waiting for one of them to answer, rather than presumably answer for them.
We're a happy
Yes.
polycule.
Friends. Oh,
A potty what?
He just doesn't know it, right? Just blinks and smiles.
I don't think an old man would know what that was.
What is that? Is that some kind of a hobby? A job?
A
It's a
full-time
job.
job,
It's a
yes.
job. Yeah, it's a job, Uncle. It's a job.
Oh,
We work together. We're colleagues.
We're colleagues.
and how many cules do you poly? I'm confused.
So many.
We're quite not as industrious as you. I can see you're very industrious in your old age.
Yes,
I would have thought you would have retired by now. Not that that means anything on the
very,
spot.
very, very essential. Ongoing operations. The prosperity of the village.
Speaking of the village, you seen anyone who isn't you around who was here 20 years ago?
Oh, of course, we still have lost track of the day. What is the date?
What is the day?
Yeah,
Or the
the
date?
date. The date.
I have no idea what the day is.
The 10th of High Sun.
I'm sure Mr. Keenmind would know what the date is. No?
If Pod doesn't know, if it's Pod,
Pod
not
has no
knowing,
idea what the day is. Why would Top Pod know what the day is?
I think Blizzard chimes in. It's the 10th of High Sun. It's 11:32 in the morning.
Looks at you. One of you. We have a village meeting every week. It's 1 in 2 days, actually. I give a status report on what's going on, plans, any new developments.
I would love to come to that village meeting. It would be nice to see everyone again. He says, kind of almost like loudly, like you're talking to a slightly elderly. It would be lovely to see everyone again. Uncle.
Oh, yes. Of course. I, they've all got
There,
the party. We'll look forward to seeing you and Doreen.
oh, we're here. Oh, my.
Marty, unfortunately didn't make it. What? Don't know if anyone told you.
No, I've been completely disconnected, to be honest. It's quite a shame. We have to travel around a lot for work. A lot of very far places.
But we buried him next to Margaret a couple of years
Oh.
ago now.
I have to go visit. I promise I will. Who are the newcomers? And they're robots. Would you call it robot? No, just be automata, wouldn't it? Where there's a
Yeah,
concept of a robot in this world. And they're automatas.
Well, they blood infusions is what they are. Submitted multiple multiple noise and building violation complaints, and they have fallen on deaf ears. I'm glad that maybe you and your polycule, maybe you can bring some. Maybe you can help me. You speak on my behalf of the village. They don't listen to me anymore.
I'd love to. I'd love to, Uncle. Yeah,
All I,
we can help you for sure.
all I hear is grinning during the night.
That's very disturbing. Yeah. He says, kind of
The
like
rest-
loudly sipping his tea that he's procured.
The rest of the village is okay with these constructs, tearing up this place.
No, but we submitted our various, complaints to Kyrene, but she hasn't felt the need to attend a meeting in quite some time, and it's a rather unfortunate loophole that a change to any part of the village agreements requires full attendance.
Twitches
Right.
one ear and like twitches one eye and turns the name of Kyrene as if like someone's speaking into his head very loudly as that name gets mentioned.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, we will have to talk to her for you. You know what? I'm sure we could help. More people is always better than less people, and we're
When-
very
We
good
should-
at solving problems.
When
Should
do
actually,
you...
yes.
When do you see Karine? Uncle
Once a month.
Derek.
Only once a month.
When? Why?
Yeah. Well, she normally comes around on the first of the month to collect accounts, deliver any new contracts she sees going through, and make sure that the numbers. She knows what's going on.
It's like a werewolf, but in reverse.
What kind of turns to go? She was always very busy with everything. Yeah, a bit annoying.
Where have you been?
Where haven't I been? Is more of a apt thing to say. Almost everywhere, Uncle. Honestly, everywhere. Been all over the place. We were just in we wouldn't say Alarafa. You'd say what was the name of the city below above Alarafa, the main one?
Alarafa is that.
Alarafa is a city.
Oh,
You wouldn't
oh,
be
is
in
it
the city with
Alarafa?
it. Yeah.
Oh, the city. Yeah, I always I mix them up. Yeah, we went Alarafa just not that long ago.
I see.
Yeah, very exciting. But I've been all over. I've been to the Stormlands. I've been to Alarafa. I've been to, yeah, and everywhere in between. To be honest.
Well, I'm going to be honest. The others aren't a fan of how the village has been going, and
I couldn't understand why. To be honest, he says, scratching the back of his head.
well, exactly. I understand it's noisier, but we're all much more important now. We've got, things we didn't have before. Look at this. He brings out like a tiny little gemstone. You recognize it as an Ioun stone of some kind.
That's really cool and really impressive. There are a lot of holes in the ground though. It's a lot more than last time. And mines and the smell's very uncomfortable.
You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. Progress
I'm-
stops for no one.
I'm sorry, are
Twitches
you
again.
implying that this trinket, and he points to the gem in his hand, is worth more than the lives of those who were lost or hurt? Because clearly, listening to this, there have been many.
Uh, Who are you referring to? Modi was an unfortunate accident at the beginning of this. Tempers far too flared, but nobody else has died as a result of any of the actions that have been taken here.
Perhaps not died, but answer me this question. I mean, I can see this machinery. Where have all the inhabitants moved to? What has happened to some of their homes? I mean, evidently yours has been perhaps one of the only remaining, given by the way it looks.
Well, their lands were purchased legitimately, and they were instructed to move at an appropriate date with appropriate warning. I think we followed the legal codes entirely.
Legal. I mean, I'm going to be honest. There wasn't much of a legal framework to this place before. I mean, we had rules. I
No,
guess.
one needed to be written and constructed, and I attended the meetings, oversaw the meetings, voted in the meetings, and if people were unhappy with the results, then they should have been there too. This
I
is how
see.
democracy and community works. If you aren't willing to
And-
pitch in, well, then your opinion is not needed.
I see. And so you've just explained to us that you have, in fact, contributed to the murder of an innocent, forced people
did
out of their homes.
no
And
such
as
thing.
he's saying this, before this guy can say any fucking word, Quan is going to take a step closer to him, cross his arms, and look down and very clearly show his kind of his sort of locket or his jewelry with Tyr's symbol on it, which I'm assuming he would recognize.
Yeah. You can make an intimidation check with advantage.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, please. I'm just checking my.
Casimir leans into whoever's standing next to him, maybe like Dan or Mercy, and just whispers, "Damn," appreciatively.
Wait, sorry. What did you say? I could. Did you say I could roll anything?
Intimidation with advantage.
Intimidation with advantage.
Okay. That's a 21.
Hang on. Like he visibly shrinks into his chair and just starts it's a perfectly legal and it's acts like almost like incomprehensibly like babbling in fear kind of below Quan.
You displaced many plants and animals. We cannot imagine that these creatures delighted in your destruction of their home. This is quite unusual for your people, is it not?
What's kind of
Still like
muttering
can't
to
take his
himself.
eye off Quan and just still what any consideration? I mean they're animals, they'll move.
But your kind hear them, don't you? Their cries
we
for
do.
help?
We do somewhat, yes.
Not anymore.
Casimir laughs and then immediately like slams his hand over his mouth.
They
I
didn't-
feel
they
Uncle,
weren't killed, they were just displaced. They moved. The same as the villagers. They're obviously here. I looked up at Quan. I didn't kill anyone.
And what did the badgers and frogs and moles and birds and bees and owls say to you when you cut down the trees and destroyed the grass and swamplands?
I think just D20. Just roll it.
I got an 18, Jamie.
Poor old man's
Damn.
gonna fucking pass out.
Proper heart attack.
They, they, they were upset, but lots of people are upset for some reasons, and
You enjoy your home here, don't you?
I do a lot for this community. I have brought much wealth.
Ah, yes, you have much wealth.
No, I have
I
brought
understand.
much wealth.
Upon
No,
that,
no.
Quan
I live
takes-
I live a humble existence.
Mercy
Look
just.
around, I mean,
Quan-
Paul, this isn't that much different than when you left. I just have a few nicer things. But the village is so much happier and wealthier.
I
Quan,
feel
on that,
compelled.
take-
Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, like,
Fine.
Pod's kind of like been seeming very distracted, almost like as if like multiple people are talking at the same time. I feel compelled to ask or to mention that the badges have right of way in Orgard, I believe. It's just a memory of something that from when I was here. No other reason of why I should say that.
Quan is distracted by that and looks confused, and then turns back to his uncle and takes another step closer whilst sort of like looking around, and then back to him and says, "Well, I hope all your schemes and twisted laws feel worth it, because when his justice comes for you, he won't care how clever you thought you were." And he sort of takes a step back after that, and motions over to Pod.
Pod kind of like awkwardly kind of laughs a bit. Or not laughs, he's kind of like, and then loudly sips his tea and goes, that's Quan. He's our paladin. He's very good with laws, Uncle.
Casimir leans in and just, in a low voice, kind of whispers to Quan, "That old man is never going to know a peaceful night's sleep ever again."
One should
I
hope
quite-
so after everything that he's done.
I'd quite like to be left alone in my home, please.
Yeah, I wanna just like I'm gonna get up off the floor because I've been sitting on the floor. I'm gonna go over and put a hand on his shoulder, like comfortably. No, I'll be like, it's okay. Durik, are you happy? you don't seem happy to me. You say you've brought happiness into this village, but the second we set foot on your property, you angrily open the door. Look at this house. The mess everywhere. You say you're very busy, but you don't seem to be enjoying yourself with it. Are you okay?
No, of course I'm not. There's so much work, there's so much paperwork, and none of them appreciate me. Kareen barely visits. All she does is want reports after reports after reports. The others, they hate it, but I have done nothing but work for them, and they are ungrateful for all that I have done for them.
Derek, why do you think they hate it?
Because they're old-fashioned. Because they cannot see the advantages of what has been done.
What are the advantages? Is your life a lot better than it was before? You seem stressed.
I just want some appreciation for the fact that now we are not all in mud huts, that they have choices, that they have ability to do what they want. This is now their choice that they live in squalor, rather than their only reality. And yet they still blame me.
Uncle, where are they all living in squalor?
Points out and like vaguely in the direction towards the southwest. I believe they've formed a new set of community over there. They, like I said, the meeting will be in 2 days. I'll be there to attend and go through kind of any proclamations or votes that need to get done. Or I think Marty and Margaret and Modi even would have approved of what's happened here.
Switches again. Well, we'll never know, I guess.
Quan leans into Casimir and says, "I'll show this man appreciation."
Pod looks about coming. I think we should go see the others. Everyone.
Hmm.
Casimir's eyes just like drift down to Quan, and he just says appreciatively, "I like this Quan today."
Bro, we got some justice, man. It's gotta be served.
We just serve some fucking justice, boys. Let's go.
I think it's like, we've seen so much injustice in the world so far, but like the one thing that sets Quan off is NIMBYism. It's like it's just it strikes straight to the heart. It's just
Okay,
Barless Lich is
but-
fine.
But remember, Eski, that Pod and Quan shared a very special moment,
that's true.
and Quan cares very deeply for Pod after being given a shoulder to cry on. So you have to remember that.
Understandable.
I wouldn't. I wonder if a polycule's function is perhaps anything to do with accountancy.
You can't join
Numbers?
our polycule. We don't have need for your skill set.
I'm not asking to join. I've got so much work to do.
Are you
Very-
suggesting that we should do your accountancy for you?
Well, if that's part of your function, is it? Could I hire you?
Would you pay us an essentia by any chance?
I could discuss that with Karine.
No, how about this? You give me your books, I will do your books for you, and you organise payment. Let her know that maybe you need it. Don't tell her about us.
Narrows his eyes, looks back to Quan.
Yeah, I think as
Promise
Casimir's
to
saying
be-
this, he's like got his hand on Quan's shoulder and he's maybe like squeezing it and he's just sort of staring earnestly at this old man. That couldn't hurt, could it? I could alleviate some of your stress. And she'd not noticed
No,
if Essentia gone missing. It would be fair compensation for our time. I'm very good, you know.
He's right.
Just need-
You know, he's very very smart. He's very good with numbers.
I just need some help. I haven't had a holiday in years.
How about this? For you, it's a holiday. And all it takes is getting a small amount of Essentia in payment. Just a box. She won't notice it off her next shipment.
I'm sure I could just ask for it. It doesn't need to be underhanded. Just please. It kind of points to 3 boxes. If that is a polycule's function to look through some boxes, the numbers, I'd appreciate it very much.
I would say that yes, one of a polycule's many functions is to do accountancy at some point to serve the rest of the group. So, boys, I shall be doing some maths tonight.
Well, then.
Cool.
What if you want to come to the village? I'm sure a village meeting. I'm sure they will be pleased to see you.
I will 100% be there. Don't you worry. I was just gonna, pop down and say hi to everyone. It's been a long time.
And this will been rather a lot. And if you please take the things and go.
I just want to say one last thing for him before we go.
Yeah.
Like, Derek, imagine if there was no paperwork ever again.
Oh no, I
built
wouldn't like
your-
that.
Hmm?
Oh no, I wouldn't like that.
You wouldn't like that.
No.
Oh, he's addicted to
It's important
stress.
the structure and order of things.
Right, I see. You, old fool, have built yourself a cage and you are trying to drag your old villagers in with you.
It's a cage. It is my life's work. And one that
Your
has
life-
brought untold prosperity to ungrateful citizens.
Your life is meaningless if that's what you put your worth towards, and I get up and I leave.
You really... Well, awful house guests.
Casimir flashes him a smile and says, "You won't be saying that when I return these boxes, Uncle." And he's going to, out of his temple, draw out some of that kind of green spirit energy, manifest Mateus, snap his fingers at the pile of boxes and says, "Take those, follow me." And follow Than.
Just picks it up and this is low even for you.
What, maths? Love maths.
No, manual labor.
But you're so good at it. He just follows along.
No,
behind
I'm not.
Than.
Okay. With you all leaving, you can probably go off to talk about it and discuss.
Can I wait behind?
You can. What are
So
you gonna do?
I will wait, and I'm gonna shut the door.
Nice.
Just after everyone leaves.
I think we should leave
And,
the assassin with Maya.
I'm gonna take
will.
on a different Firbolg face, and just walk up to him and say,
Who are you?
Dick Eredil, you have two paths.
Did he see you transform or did you just walk out and come in? He saw you
I'm sure we've done
transform.
it in stealth.
No, I will. As in, I'll come in as someone different.
As in, like, you all left and he just walks in. Who the hell are you? Get out of my house! If you're a relative looking for money, it's all taken care of.
Your purpose is meaningless, and you have caused harm and suffering to others.
How dare you? He
You
slaps you.
Choices before you. You will die alone, forgotten, unnoticed, and the birds and creatures that might have comforted you in your final hours have been driven from your home. This is your death. I'm going to use Hour of Reaping on him. Can you make a
Oh my
wisdom saving
gosh.
throw?
What the fuck,
Oh
boy?
my
And,
god.
and in his eyes, I'm going to show him his lonely, cold, paper-filled.
What does Hour of
end.
Reaping do? Is this damage? Is
This
he
is
going to
the
take
one.
damage?
This is
from-
when we showed us our own deaths,
Goes to
right?
death.
Each creature within 30 feet of you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be frightened until the end of your next turn.
That's a 7.
Yeah, I'm afraid that does not make it. So I show him his death, however
You,
that
like,
seems.
I clamp onto his hand and his eyes roll back and he sees, you're right, surrounded by paper, irrelevant. But it's not just the moment of his death as he falls dead, pen in hand on his desk. It's the months leading into years preceding it that nobody checks in. Nobody notices. Paper doesn't stack up any higher. There's maybe one addition of a box as whoever came to see it came in, saw he was dead and left. And as it does, his eyes kind of roll back and he passes out on the ground.
Dang.
Yeah, I press a kiss to his cheek, and I leave.
Damn.
Maybe.
I love that.
I need to bear that in mind that that's happened. I'll see what he's like in 2 days. However,
I hope that means we get loads of Essentia.
we'll take a short break until 9:05, as you have come in, terrorized an old man, and been sneered down by a member of the Creditors Federation. See you in a bit.
We say mine's the main character, but I'm doing something else.
Beware the beware the anger of a good man.
10 past, did you say?
Yes, no 5 past. Sorry.
21:05. Stop break. Goodbye. Run out break.
My chances to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line. Yeah, you got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing. You're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride. Look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1 million life, we could roll the dice. Act like you're surprised, but you already know. Oh yeah, got lucky overnight. Cause I can't go home without you. And my heart just vibe with you, babe. Wanna go sky high with you, babe. Gotta bring you close to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. Cooler than cold, I'm all in. So load up the dice, so heavy. The way that you roll, I'm falling. So I never fall, I'm ready to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line, yeah. You got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing, you're my lucky strike. Yeah. Love the way you ride. Look into my eyes, yeah, you're ready to go. $1 million life, yeah. We could roll the dice, yeah. Act like you surprised, but you already know. You're my lucky strike, and I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike.
I know that you think it's so important to convince everyone else that you're not boring, but it's making me feel like my skin is crawling. I keep pouring out my empathy to someone I don't even see eye to eye with. I don't mind if you don't have it all together. Yeah, I get it, we're all human, but I give you an inch and you take miles. It's tragic, ruining my sanity with tales of animosity. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy, lose my mind, and I swear I might die if I cared more. But you're not worth the time. You never put me up front, 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night. Climbing up somebody else's ladder just to make yourself feel just a little bigger. I don't know if I've seen anything that's sadder. It's so hard to comprehend how you don't even understand. Stepping on me without even trying. Never seen somebody get so good at lying. It's impressive you don't spend all your time crying over all the ways you let me down. So many I could drown, but I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy, lose my mind, and I swear I might die if I cared more. But you're not worth the time. You never put me up front, 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night. Typical emotional, sensitive and cynical. Took my sanity and sent it up the wall. Typical emotional, it's so unoriginal. I gave you the best and you just took it all. Oh, I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy, lose my mind, and I swear I might die if I cared more. But you're not worth the time. You never put me up front, 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night. Never put me up front, 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night.
Nena loca, me tiene loco en la cabeza cuando me tocas. Siento que todo está bien, pero en verdad yo no sé si tú lo sientes también. Entonces quiero la prende candela. Te quiero a mi lado toda la vida, mi nena. La mano pegada y los pies en la arena. Pase lo que pase, baby, vale la pena. Yo no sé cómo lo hace, baby, déjame ser el que te complace. En mi mente corriendo base, me quedo contigo, pase lo que pase. Baby, espero que me ames, me tiene volando en el cielo como las aves. Ey, en el Bambinanes, no buen sueño el debo, ya lo sabes. Juro que yo hago de todo pa' ti, como rábame todo de ti. Y yo te doy todo de mí, hay mujeres de todo pa' mí. Nena loca, me tiene loco en la cabeza cuando me tocas. Siento que todo está bien, pero en verdad yo no sé si tú lo sientes también. Entonces quiero saber por qué desde que te vi yo vivo diferente. No me importa a mí lo que dice la gente, porque tú siempre la prendes candela. Te quiero a mi lado toda la vida, mi nena. La mano pegada y los pies en la arena. Pase lo que pase, baby, vale la pena, porque tú siempre la prendes candela. Te quiero a mi lado toda la vida, mi nena. La mano pegada y los pies en la arena. Pase lo que pase, baby, vale la pena.
You feel alive, let's hit the dance floor. Don't work too hard, might break a backbone. Return of the Mac, the king is back though. Corvette and cash, I never lack those. She saw the stone, you know how that go. Fatality, my diamonds that cold. Versace trunks, I hit my backstroke. Knock on the door, she at the back, bro. All I really take is a little taste. Island girl, blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chaser. Wanna vibe at the getaway. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, I got the semi-4 weight. Don't step out the line like this a probate. You hit the line and try to locate. This for the time, got time for no day. One, too many, I'm going. Too crazy and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's into it, we left that. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times. Live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessed with nature, not a world mine. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my. Chandelier, limousines. Really think I'm seeing things. Read the line in mid-between. Yellow light, I gotta speed up. Get home to a cold shower. Need that pronto. Look like a rave at the condo. Heck of a night in Toronto. She said, boy, you in Morocco. Pearl white mention in the top gold. Fill up my cup with the pop, whoa. High off life in the spot, though. Running out the visa, really talking to a real life Mona Lisa. Jesus pieces hanging off the fleecer. So much going on, it's hard to focus on the features. I got too many, I'm going. Too crazy, and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's into it, we left that. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times. Live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessed with nature, not a world mine. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my, oh my. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
When you put your hand in my jacket, I'm thinking so irrational. You flew me international now. And we can spend hours reading the signals, but that's so unoriginal. What if we took this back to my house? Under all these lights, I gotta take a minute to calm down. But I feel like if I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. I don't wanna feel like we're wasting time. Tell me, should I go and call up a taxi? We can make out for play in the backseat.
Hello, we're back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. The group have seen, or not seen, well, the player group have seen some villainous activity across Lukai. The player group, however, have made their way here. They have met a caravan of Essentia making its way to the Dwarven Kingdoms, or supposedly led by the Unbound Flame and the Creditor's Federation. You have met Derek, a wizened old busybody accountant who you have, via Modi and Pod, discovered obviously some of his involvement in what has happened to the village and gleaned a little bit of information. Many of the villagers are still alive nearby, meeting soon, and Kareen is indeed still around. And there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, making their way through this village. You have offered to do some of the paperwork in return for Essentia and showed him his death, as well as promising that Tyr's justice will reign upon him. As such, have left him grateful and afraid, and also traumatized. And
That's how we should
you
leave
are
everyone,
making
really.
True. Grateful and afraid.
Grateful and
I know you are
afraid.
leaving house. And
I step on
what
his
is your
flower
next?
as we leave.
I like the
Your,
idea that
could
we-
you make a dexterity saving throw for me?
No.
we
These
make
people are
we
fucking
offer two
auto-machine
things.
guns.
We offer two things to anyone. We either offer them a bow or a very visceral image of their own death.
14.
I rolled a 1 on the d4. You take a single point of damage as there is a small spike in the middle that pierces through your boot and draws blood.
Ouch. Fuck. Well, I'm happy with that. My sandal is damaged. I'll repair that later.
That's
I told you he was bad.
Yeah, that's certainly not code.
He was responsible as much as Kareen. They betrayed Bodhi. They betrayed me. They killed everybody.
I mean, yeah, it does seem a lot worse than I expected. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I mean, it wasn't that I didn't believe you, I just didn't think it was as bad as you said it was.
Now you do.
As Pod is talking to himself, Quan kind of comes up beside him and says, Pod, losing your brother and your home, I can't imagine. But you're not facing this alone, and we will make sure that Kareen is punished for her crimes.
Thank you. There must be others, though. I mean, at least Eric mentioned them.
We can kill them as well, I'm sure.
I didn't mean others responsible, I meant other victims.
Oh,
You
right,
mentioned
yeah,
some of
no.
my other
No, we
living
don't kill
outside.
them.
But there are definitely other people involved. There's a lot of people here.
How many people were there in your village?
I mean, it was a small village, right? How many people are in an average small village?
Like 10?
Yeah. More
I
like-
guess, yeah.
We focused on the family, like Pod's family last time, but there's like 40 people in the village.
Yeah, I think it's like less than 100 for sure.
It's not a village. That's just like a collection of houses in an area.
Okay, fine, like
Yeah,
100-ish,
that's what
I
it
guess.
was.
I don't know, yeah. It basically was just like a little like...
It was a small
Maybe
town.
in Lakai
people.
standards, that is a village. There are just
Yeah.
less people.
No,
Yeah.
it's like the reason this is on the map is because Pod is from there. There's a reason Asfar had never heard of it.
Alright.
Yeah, it's
Fair
literally
enough.
a tiny Firbolg collected, like,
It's a
next to a
commune.
tree and a... Yeah.
Keep the Victor theme going.
A commune.
Nice. Well. Pod,
Nice.
should we go talk to the rest of the commune then that set up shop somewhere else?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we make our way to wherever he
With a
said
large
that everyone else was
molecule.
living. An accountancy polycule. Mobile accountancy polycule. That's what we are.
Casimir, I presume as you're walking, are you thumbing through any of the documents?
Oh, yeah. And I know I said I would do his maths for him, but I would like to cook his books.
Yeah.
Okay, you can make an investigation check while doing it.
Thank you. I'm going to use my
That-
rolling
this
sheet.
is this is going to be the most damage we're going to do to them. We could kill everyone here, but fucking up their accounts is going to be the most damage.
Can I ask a quick question that Casimir might have
Yeah.
known? He talked about like all the people they displaced getting like bought out and stuff. Did they pay all the other like the animals and stuff? Or did they just kick them out? Like he said, we didn't kill anyone. Did they pay them?
Were
He
they
implied that they
compensated for
paid
their loss of
the
habitat?
people. Yeah, no, the animals no, but he paid
Hmm.
the other furballs to leave.
The other furbolgs.
Yeah.
Were they sort of? Was it fair?
Wow, that's the investigation check.
Okay, fair
21.
enough. Yeah.
You do. Okay, one, you only have the last few months, so it doesn't include it. Casimir, you joyfully, gleefully leap into this with the intention of messing up and learning as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
These books are already cooked. In fact, they're a thin veneer of even trying to remain valid or correct. The numbers don't add up. The people are repeated or like with slight differences in their names. A little bit of effort has been put into making these seem as if they're legitimate numbers that need to be worked out. Your mind comes to the conclusion that whoever's giving this to this person, these are just fake. This is just to keep him busy.
Oh.
So this doesn't look like maybe a slightly frazzled
Oh.
old man brain. This feels like he's just been given completely meaningless work to do.
What? Yeah.
Casimir whistles and he goes through a few pages, then a few more, picks out a different book and looks between them to make sure it's like all consistent. Your uncle's not very good at pattern recognition. I'm afraid he's been given falsified documents. None of this is real. It's honestly the most minimal attempt at making a valid set of logbooks I can imagine. They've barely made any effort to change last names, change names. It's not consistent. These people are fictitious. Pod. Uncle Derek has been working, slaving away for years on fake bits of paper, which makes sense when you think that the head honcho was appearing once a month to collect an accountancy book. If he was doing work of any real import, she'd be around far more often than that to see her CFO.
Well, that is that's pretty sad.
Very sad. Very, very sad.
No more than he deserves. Useless cretin.
He kind of switches to himself and he goes, "Marty, come on."
I love how much smoke the shield has for Derek.
I mean, he kind of yawns. I'll do the arithmetic. It won't take me very long if it gets us a box of Essentia, but yes.
Pod, we've come to understand when you're talking to your brother. Do you think that there's any way that perhaps we could hear him? Casimir, do you know of any sort of magic?
No, of
You know, I was
course.
just trying that.
You were?
I was thinking about it. Yeah, I think I have an idea, but I'm still working on it.
Toad had that sort of telepathy bond, but there is a way to induce telepathy in a group of people, I believe. I can't personally. I might be able to buy the capability if we found it in a scroll shop, but I don't imagine here. I did think perhaps my new talent for manipulating dreams, I could bring you all in, and possibly that could include your brother, I'm unsure. Could try it tonight.
Give it a go. We could give it a go.
I was going to suggest we use our new teleconferencing powers to, at some point, alert Thezrin or another Archon to what we learned about Abaddon's forces in Alarafa, and if we learn anything here, then it might be a report that turns the tide of the war, which would be nice. But it would be good to test it earlier, perhaps. I don't really want to embarrass myself in front of Thezrin if it doesn't work. So tonight, let's try with your brother.
I like that idea.
Making your way over to the outskirts of the large canyons, chasms dug out, there is a small collection of, not hastily assembled, they've really been there for a while, but much smaller, more basic dwellings, settlements, much more what you would have expected from this and what you kind of saw from the ridge. There's nobody outside. Nobody seems to be around.
Like it's not lived in at all, or just everyone's
No,
inside?
it's lived in. There are signs of life, campfires, things strung outside, but it's just quiet, melancholy. There's central buildings, not a mockery, but like a small version of what would be a town hall. It's just, you remember, small as it was and basic as it was, this was a happy place. People lounged outside, they walked around, they knew their neighbors, they wanted to interact.
I guess we go knock on just the nearest door. Of...
Silence.
I try to open it.
You open it up and there's an unmade bed, some bowls left out on a table, food rotted long ago, a couple of clothes or rags left behind, a small single-room dwelling deserted.
Sorry, is there food on the table, like people left as dinner was served, or something, like people left in?
No, leftovers that they couldn't be able to clear away.
Right.
Can I go to one of the other houses, maybe?
Mhm.
I'll do the same. Knock on the door.
Yeah. Someone does come and open, and as he does, there's a smell that hits you. It's pleasant. It's a freshly baked bread, and a Firbolg lantern looks similar age to Pod actually, and kind of smiles and hello, and who might you be? I come in and almost gives you like a hug.
Mercy will be. Pod.
Pod runs
Hello.
over. Do I recognize this person?
It's Bari. Pod, you're home, and he kind of runs over and gives you a huge hug. Oh, we've missed you. How have you been?
I've been great. I've been great. How have you been?
Just fantastic. Everything's worked out great.
Is this wait? When you said this place smells, what does it smell of?
Sourdough.
Oh, okay. All right, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, sure. Just wanted to double check that it wasn't bad. I mean, it's great. I mean, you look great. You smell exactly how I remember. How's your mother?
Fantastic. Growing as ever.
Glad to hear it.
Please come
Yep.
in. The new batch is just ready. I'm wanting to try something.
Fantastic. Nice. And
Kind of
you're in for a treat.
ushers you in, and you see that at the back of this there is, a huge baking oven and an incredibly large sourdough starter in a jar, kind of immediately adjacent to it. And as he kind of goes in, you see take out a ladle and drops it off. Says, I have this idea. There's some herbs growing nearby. I've put them in the baking process, please. And kind of begins cutting up this sourdough that's just been brought out the oven and serves it to each of you with a stack of butter.
Pod, this is Barry, your family member, friend, neighbor?
Yeah, a village. We're not. Well, we're all kind of almost related, but we're not directly related. But he's almost like another uncle.
Looking at you over his steeple hands, staring at you as you try the sourdough. You will feel under quite a lot of pressure to try it.
What
Pod looks
state
very
is the
happy.
house in?
It's other than this area, quite messy, not well looked after. Again, hastily thrown together, you imagine.
Your sourdough is delicious. The butter is adds a wonderful creamy texture, flavor. Thank you very much.
Can you taste thyme?
I didn't know it was thyme, but I can now
I
that
should
you said.
about thyme in bread.
It's a novel. I have not had it before, but I think it is good with the bread. Thank you. There is also another
Yes.
flavor in there.
Is that there shouldn't be?
Oh, I might be tasting something else.
Perhaps it's contaminated. I thought so. I must do it again.
The
I like-
berry's
Look-
fine. Don't worry. It's
I
absolutely
like
fine.
the pink salt on the top does well for me.
Hmm.
You might want to try that in the future. It's been a while since I've had nice bread, though.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Sorry, I became myself. You're all Pod's friends?
We're part of the polycule.
Oh, I didn't mean for that to become a running thing, Mercy. That was an opportunistic joke because I knew he wouldn't understand.
He narrows his eyes.
We're colleagues.
We're not.
We're colleagues.
Colleague-cule.
We're colleagues.
Colleague.
Polycule.
We're a colleague.
I see.
And friends, more importantly than anything, we're friends.
Well, any
Very
friend of Pod's, friend of mine, you're all welcome. Welcome to Thug Olum. It's probably a bit different than you remember.
It's very different from how I remember. We just came from seeing Derek. He
Oh yeah, that's kind of
Doesn't
face falls and eyes narrow.
yeah, he seems to be on. I don't know. Well, he is in the spirits of some kind. Seems
been
like he
drinking
thinks
again.
he's very busy. Well, I mean, only tea when we were there. Why has he been drinking a lot? That would make sense.
Somewhat.
Yeah, we I mean, I didn't expect to come back, to be honest. I thought we would just be stopping by for something, kind of relaxing. We've had quite the busy and difficult last couple of months. But
Rather
it
than
turns
just
out this
very
place
difficult.
is. It turns out this place is in a bit of a pickle, one could say.
Oh, it's not that inconvenient having to move every couple of months, I guess.
You have to move every couple of months.
Yeah, well, Derek comes round with a piece of paper and tells us we need to move by a certain time, and if we don't, then
What happens if you don't?
go out to pick some herbs, and I come back and it's been moved for us.
That's terrible. You're being forced to move continually.
But that's okay. Me and Mother are fine.
I mean, shouldn't be that way.
No, it shouldn't. But
Must be
just
very
learn to live with it,
upsetting
really.
for yourself and for your mother.
Well, we get by, and I mean, we're paid, I guess.
Is she of an appropriate age to be moved around? It must be taxing for her.
Well, sometimes the jar gets broken, and that's a bit awkward.
The jar.
He gives me. He means the and he kind of nods his head in that direction towards the large sourdough starter.
Oh, it kind of whispers back to Pod. I must have missed this. I thought he was insinuating he keeps his mother in a jar. I thought we might share a profession or something.
No, I promise you, it's nothing like that. It's literally just bread.
It's just bread, right?
Well, yeast, more accurately, but yes.
Yeast. It's yeast. It's a colony of yeast.
What? I
It's his
thought he
mother.
made. He thought he made his mother into the sourdough starter.
Mother bread.
No, that's not how you make a sourdough starter. It does not
Every
require human
sourdough starter was
sacrifice.
somebody's mother.
It requires extreme human sacrifice to create such an interesting tasting bread.
Wow.
I think I understand now. You and mother. That's terrible for you and her both. You must go through a lot of jars. Terribly sad.
Like I said, we're paid somewhat.
Don't look like you're paid.
Are you paid in a way that's
you-
relevant and useful to you?
We're given money.
What do you use money for? Do you need it?
Not really.
Do you want it?
No.
They're not really being paid, are you?
Most people
I
that
don't
I
really
remember.
understand. There's lots of contracts and meetings.
No, this isn't right. Other places aren't like this. Bear in
Really?
I've
mind.
got the most important thing in the village, so it's fine.
Okay. What would you like? What
I
If
have
you-
everything I need. And he puts his hand on the jar. This has been passed down through 7 generations.
if you could change
wanna-
one
I
thing
wanna-
about your present living situation, what would it be?
A bigger baking oven.
I want to lean over to Casimir and be like, has he been charmed? Can you check if he's been? He seems like really weirdly upbeat for the nightmarish situation that he's in.
He just whispers back to that. I don't think he's been charmed. I just think he's completely deluded.
You have to make the best of every situation you're in.
How strong? How does having to move make you feel? Could you put that into words for me?
I'm just traveling therapy for everyone that walks through.
Tired.
Tired. And how does that impact you on a day-to-day basis?
I sleep a bit longer. I make less bread.
Right. And would you say that eating into your bread making time is something that decreases your overall happiness and quality of life?
I guess when you put it like that, yeah.
So it's not too much of a leap to surmise that your quality of life would improve if you did not have to move every few months.
Yes.
And forgive me if this is a leading question, but might it be possible for you to have a larger baking oven if you stayed in one place and thus had the time to build one and invest your efforts into obtaining one?
When did you get such smart friends?
I've quite a few months ago now.
Barry, I cannot help but remember you mentioned this has been in your family for 7 generations. That is a very impressive accomplishment. I'm sorry to draw attention, but I cannot help but notice that you are single. it must be difficult to meet Firbolgs who prefer a more traditional way of life and do not want to move often. And
Mercy, are you hitting on Barry?
You still look like a Firbolg.
no, I've gone back to the elf.
Well, I mean, I've just got other things that are important in my life right now.
Like making bread.
Me and Mother are very happy.
When
Mercy has always been like this. It's fine.
when you are gone, who will you pass your sourdough starter on to?
I'm sure I'll find somebody.
Do you think that
I'm young. There's a lot of time left.
You are. That
Sometimes.
is true, Barry.
sometimes less than we think?
Sounds ominous. Are you gonna do something?
It just means that life is unexpected, and you should make the most of every day you have.
You're right. And
'Cause
he
you
immediately
never-
starts going to kneading dough.
Okay. All right. All right, boys.
Fair enough.
I think we've established that we could improve his quality of life if we dealt with the situation, so that's nice.
He seems quite single-minded, Pod. Are all your family so unusual?
Yes, to be honest.
He has a special interest. Let a man live.
I mean, Mercy, you've met me. I don't know why you're so surprised.
Yes, you are a very unusual Firbolg. Not all of you talk so much.
That is true.
Okay, boys, what have we learned?
At this point, the door busts open and a slightly older female Firbolg busts in, carrying a tray of tea. Like, oh, Barry, I'm come over to. She just looks for a second, notices Pod, drops the tray, and it shatters everywhere. She goes, Pod, you're back, and grabs you and gives you another hug. And you recognize Doreen.
He kind of like hugs back. He's like, "Yeah, I'm back. Hello. I didn't expect to come back so early."
I'm so sorry. It's like it is. It's been so awful.
I figured that. I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
Oh, and
I didn't know
I've
things
got
were so
tea
bad.
and there's so many of you. She like looks down and practices. Oh, don't worry, I'll put another one on, and goes over and fills the kettle up.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. We can help. Pod goes to help with the tea making.
Thank you. It's lovely to meet you all. My name's Doreen, and you're all Pod friends.
Yeah, we're colleagues. We work together and friends.
Oh, lovely. Well, what? So nice to see you. Where have you been? What brings you back?
I've been all over the world. What brings me back? I just thought I'd come visit. I just had a pulling thing, something hankering inside. You kind of like, as if he's trying to find the words. Just a great feeling like I needed to come back.
Well, we've needed you or somebody for a while.
He looks very kind of guilty at that comment.
It's just been awful.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a lot worse. I didn't know.
How could you? It all started once your brother died.
He takes a long breath at that one. He's like, probably why I didn't
know,
know it was this bad.
Pod does not speak of this, but it is important to know, I think, Pod, Doreen, Barry, how did Modi die?
Well, there was a vote, as there used to be, that about
what would happen with this censure, and she kind of like always spits the word out. It was found. We had some people who came to the village who offered us money and gold to basically find it away. And, I mean, what use did we have for that? It's not like anybody comes to visit. So we gave a little bit away in exchange for some money, and things changed a bit. Some people reveled and found wealth, and the rest of us didn't like what it was doing to the village, and the frustrations kind of came to a head, and found out that, well, frankly, Karine had already gone behind our back and made an agreement, and her and Modi had a fight, and she pulled out some kind of device, and the next thing I knew, he was dead.
Sorry. And what did Karine do after that?
Well, it was, yeah, she made her escape and barricaded herself inside her home until her new henchmen arrived and guarded herself, and now scarcely leaves a house other than under armed guard, and haven't talked to her in God knows how many years now.
But I think it sounds as if she is the de facto ruler of your village. How did that happen if she'd committed this crime?
I have a follow-up
Well,
question as well. Armed guard?
Some of those, well, initially it was the whatever they call themselves, the Federation that guarded her. Then it was robots or automatons, automatons. But she's kind of in charge. There's somebody else who's taken up residence. I barely get a look at him often.
Another Firbolg?
Tell us about him.
No,
Is he from the Federation?
I think so. Tell me the truth, though. I rarely see Karine anymore either. And even then, she prisoner's the wrong word, but I don't think she has much ability to leave. Replaced by a tall, spindly character. Skin almost looks reflective. Fingers are like claws.
Oh.
He's the one commanding the others.
A reflective character with claw-like hands.
This like mean anything?
Does this, yeah, do we recognise that description? Like any
Yeah.
creature or?
No.
Interesting. And when do
Actually,
you...
sorry. Make a nature check.
A nature check. Rolling
I'll-
tube.
I'll do that.
5.
I'll do the same as well. I've got a +0.
My rolling tube. I have a +5 for nature. It's int. 19.
Didn't, yeah.
19.
int.
15.
Man, short.
I fucking love nature, guys. City boy
Knowing and
loves
remembering.
nature.
19 and a
You-
15. Your eyes, you probably think back and you're like, you probably go reflective skin, claws, scaly, maybe something like a dragonborn.
Dragon.
Okay.
I white knuckle a bit after making the connection in my head.
Fine. When do you see him? Is he guarded? Where does he typically reside? Does he walk around town? Sorry, this is a lot of questions, but we're quite determined to resolve your situation as we all care very deeply about Pod.
There's also kind of, there's much to be done. He patrols occasionally, surveys the new dig sites, such as they are, such as there's anything left to pillage. Normally, every couple of days. New deliveries come less regularly than they used to, though.
Deliveries of what?
Well, to and from, I imagine from, they're taking that blasted dust to all manner of things. Food, wine, supplies. To be a fortress in there.
Hmm. He patrols the dig sites, you say. How frequently do you see him?
Well, I used to watch more intently, but I suppose probably a day or two goes past. They're efficient, these things, whatever they are. They don't need much supervision.
Okay. Every day or two is a good sign, boys. I see either two routes forward. We break into the Citadel, or we wait for the Dragonborn to patrol, get the jump on him, capture him, break some of his automata, and find out what's going on. I think, to me, and Pod, tell me if this is overshooting the mark, but to me, success would rather feel like dismantling this entire Essentia mining operation and restoring the village to its original inhabitants.
I agree.
Presenting all of this to them in their council meeting.
With the Creditors Federation, if we can make this area not profitable for them any longer, they'll leave. And just killing a couple people won't do that. So, I think
Left.
you're right, Casimir. Dismantling this whole thing.
We have to really fuck this up somehow. Like, if only I could create an earthquake or something and collapse all their tunnels. Take them months to recover from something like that.
You can create a tornado, right?
Oh, well, that's... Yes, but that's at Talos's behest, and...
Maybe we can
Perhaps
trick Talos into using it here for our benefit.
Perhaps with the help of our Firbolg friends and some smaller critter friends, there might be a creative solution to sealing some of these tunnels.
I agree. I'm not sure what a tornado will do to collapse a tunnel. Water? But maybe we could fill them with water. That would cause like as much damage.
Maybe these constructs are controlled from somewhere,
Hmm,
and we can damage that.
that's true. Likely the Citadel, I should think.
Probably looks like the most fortified position in the area.
Maybe what we need is to capture a guard and get the layout of the Citadel out of him. If there are any living guards that are non-mechanical.
This should be these people's decisions, I think, Casimir. It turns to like Barry and Doreen and Pod. Is this what you want? Would you like your village returned to you in whatever state it can be returned? Or would you prefer us to just leave and let you be? What would your other friends and neighbors say?
It was once a time we would have asked for nothing more than things to go back to the way they were, but it's been so long, and we've lost so much. I don't know if we can ever go back.
Maybe we can help to stop it from getting worse.
dying slowly. He's still dying. Haven't just mined that out of it. They've mined us too. Those of us that are left are sad, tired, and broken. I'd love to say that seeing Kyrene brought to justice and all of this end would help, but I know that's what I want, but I don't even know if that's true anymore.
But I think this must be your, and gestures sort of collectively, decision. We are outsiders. We cannot make this for you because it may be worse. And so you must decide the course that we must take.
I mean,
What I wouldn't want you to. It's lovely that you're back, but Kyrene and these people, they're dangerous. I don't want you to involve yourself and get yourself hurt or your friends.
don't worry. We've been through quite a bit. It shouldn't be that challenging for us. I guess my only concern is if we did get rid of the Creditors Federation, what would stop them from coming back if we weren't here?
Making
Can't
this
stay here
place-
forever.
If we make this place too unprofitable, if it's too difficult for them to, if it costs more for them to come back than they would think they'd make from this place, they won't bother. They'll just leave.
Agree.
There was well, it's a bit of a long shot, I guess. I don't even know if it's still there anymore, but there used to be an entire network of runes around the entire village that hid it somewhat from outsiders. I don't know what's happened to it, but might come back again, or maybe we can repair it.
It's been deactivated. Kyrene has
I
a
figured-
final room.
To be honest, the only reason
Let them in. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say the only reason it went down was because, well, people let them in. But if we did it this way, then and got maybe rid of I dare say, a couple of problematic individuals, maybe just one problematic individual, then maybe they wouldn't be able to find their way back.
Agree. Deactivate the constructs. Decrease the value of the tunnels, or at least make it unprofitable to even try to recover them. Hide the village once again. And whatever's left of the site, I think, is up to the villagers to decide what they want to do with it.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
So,
Would you like that, you two? He says, leading out to Barry and Dorian.
Barry at this point kind of looks out from under the oven and says, I mean, if I can get a bigger oven, I'd love it. It'd be great.
I'm sure we can get you a bigger oven.
Doreen kind of sighs and says, and, looks up and just, it would help, and it would maybe save others. That's right. Them that you can't mess with people like this just forever.
These Creditors Federation, they are a bit of, I don't know. They're kind of bastards. They shouldn't be here.
Oh, strong. Whoa, Pod, calm down.
No,
It's like the harshest language you've heard him say about anything.
Yeah.
I feel so inspired.
Doreen, if we can free your village, you'll have your life back, your choices, and your own future. So, isn't that what matters? Your freedom.
it sounds wonderful, and I appreciate all of you and your words and your intentions, but all I'm saying is that the people here, they've looked at Barry and look side eye maybe. We've lost a lot. We've been promised a lot, and when you've not got much left, she looks at the sourdough starter. You cling what you have tighter. So, I hope you can help me. Yes, I would want that. But the people here are scared and downtrodden. Maybe they need hope more than they need a savior.
It seems important to me that whatever we do doesn't come back to these people. I think we should make every effort to not be seen to be doing it on their behalf or their behest. And we ought not do anything that might make their lives more challenging if we fail. Not that we will,
Hey,
we're not failures. But...
I've got a great cover for us. I'm going to flash my emblem of the Broken Hammer. Broken Hammer's not happy with the Creditors Federation anymore. Broken Hammer, cutting ties.
The Unbound Flame.
That's it, sorry. The Unbound Flame has sent us to the Creditors Federation to send them the message that they don't want to work together anymore.
That's fun.
It could work. It's better than pretending to be cultists.
Isn't this sort of pretending to be cultists? Aren't the Unbound Flame sort of insurrection cultists?
They are cultists.
Are we not just rehashing the cultist thing again?
I mean,
It
it
always
works,
comes back
you
to
know?
dressing up as cultists, and it does sound like a good idea. So let's do it.
It
It
always works.
It does
It
really
always
sound like a
works.
good idea.
No, it doesn't always work. That's the point. It never works then. I'm willing to
But
give it a go.
It must work at some point.
It only has to
There
work
must
once.
be a time that it works. Yeah.
And you know
You know
what?
what? Maybe this time is the time it works.
We do have our backup plan, which is throwing rocks at things. And frankly, why can't we build a catapult and just chuck a bunch of rocks at the mine tunnels until they collapse? We can workshop it.
I think that this battle must be these people's. This must be Thug Olum's. We must restore to them their unity, their spirit, and their resolve to not let this happen again. I think we cannot do this for them. We must do this with them.
I agree.
Maybe we make some preparations and then we discuss it at the town meeting in 2 days.
Town meeting's in
And
10
so when
days,
they-
right?
No, 2 days.
No, so 2 days, I think.
Oh,
So when
it is
they
the
agree
10th.
to our so when they agree to our amazing plan, everything's in place, and we can say, well, it's already there. Good to go.
This gives us time to gain some information, do some investigating, some scouting perhaps, have some more conversations as well, and come to the meeting fully prepared.
I'm not sure if telling the people of Thug Olum our plan is perhaps the best idea. We don't know who will be at the meeting, so maybe that's time for us to help inspire them to take action to change their living situation.
But I think the door must be open for them already. I think if we go to the meeting and make promises, they will be quite empty. If we've already made some headway, perhaps broken down the automata, these are things that we cannot expect these villagers to fight. They're not trained fighters like we are. I agree that they must take the reclamation of their home into their hands, but We cannot put them at risk fighting something that we are proposing.
It is true.
We can open that door for them, and the rest is up to them.
I think that's fair. Asking when they're at the position they are, asking them to help is, at least initially, a tall order. But we have acquired strength so we can protect and help those who are weak, and then they can do what they want with what we are able to give them.
Now look at us, bringing hope to the downtrodden. Very nice. How fun.
We're heroes, Casimir.
Speak for yourself. Please, heroes. Ridiculous.
Look at us. Here.
Casimir, you've saved many people, and Quan kind of puts his arm around his shoulder and just like pulls him down in a way that absolutely messes with Casimir's hair.
It was a coincidence. I assure you, not intentionally.
Shall we leave these kind folk to their whatever they wanted to do for the rest of the day and have a
Right.
private discussion about what we're to do with the rest of the afternoon?
Agree.
Oh, please wait 2 seconds, and Doreen leaves, and she comes back after a couple of minutes, holding relatively old but not well maintained, but at least it's clearly kept somewhere. This was Moody's, and he wanted you to have it. And you see it's kind of a bracelet made out of vines and some like carved wood on it.
He takes it, yeah. What is it?
Yeah, we found some pieces of paper. He said he made it for you, and I hope that he'd give it to you when you come back.
He kind of smiles and gives her a hug. Thank you. Appreciate it.
How's Pod doing? Can I insight check?
He seems like slightly crestfallen, but like hopeful with the discussions everyone has had. Like things are a lot worse than he expected, and he feels guilty about being away for so long.
Well, if you want to meet anybody else, or if you want to talk some more, I know you have a lot to discuss, but our doors are open. It's so nice to see you again, Paul. A lot has changed, but it's nice to see a friendly face from outside.
You too. It's really nice to see you.
She kind of gives you another hug. And probably knows she's quite skinny underneath her clothes.
Was like more than before than he remembers, or
Yeah. Maybe slightly on the too skinny side.
he doesn't say anything outwardly. Just adds more to the guilt.
Nice relief.
I'll go with Mercer.
I shall follow.
Okay. You will make your way presumably to the outskirts. A moment alone.
It seems we have some good options for our initial foray. A disabling within the fortress of the automata, and perhaps some targeted destruction of the means of excavating the Essentia. Does anyone have any ideas about specifically how we go about this? Or do you probably have the best knowledge of the layout of this place?
I mean, I would assume that Pod does remember this place, but I'm going to need a certain somebody to confirm information.
Yes, you missed it.
No, no. Pod, you can roll a history check.
Yeah. Oh wait, my history's not good. I guess I haven't been here for 20 years, so that would make sense. That was a dead center. That's 10. I got 10. Average as it can get.
Well, the landscape has changed so much. There may well have been tunnels that you played in when you were younger. But now, deeper than that are exposed to the air and elements as they've been ripped up and destroyed.
Hmm.
This isn't the land you remember.
Makes sense. Okay, so what is our plan? Our plan is to just go talk to them, or are we trying to do something subtly beforehand? Are we trying to infiltrate somewhere?
If we infiltrate, then we have the element of surprise. They will not know who we are, what we want, or that they even may be under threat, which is a positive. However, we will be entirely uninformed about entering the castle and the dangers that may lie inside. If we seek an audience or speak to Karin, we will gain the advantage of how to get in and potentially some of the dangers. But in turn, she will know that the brother of one of her kin who she killed is returned with a group of dangerous friends. So we must make a choice. Perhaps we should discuss what our means of infiltration are. I mean, I can run up walls, so it will not be too difficult to get in. Casimir can transform into a creature of most sorts, I believe a giant monkey or giant cat. Sorry.
I will not be a monkey. No.
Really inconspicuous giant
I
monkey
shall not
climbing
be
up
a
walls.
monkey. No.
Sorry, I never saw that. You did say you weren't a monkey. You did say you were a cat. So I was, but giant, a large cat or some kind of flying creature.
I could be a small
perhaps,
cat as well. I
Perhaps
don't need to be a giant
also,
cat.
some people could climb into the magical hole, the well, and be transported in that fashion. For those who are no good at scaling tall vertical surfaces.
Well, how about I just get on the broom and drop you all off in the portable hole?
Yes, indeed.
That seems rather easier than me becoming a large flying creature of some description. Depends if they have aerial defenses, of course, but I mean, it would be quite paranoid of them.
Well, that old man we visited, he has fences in his garden that detected when we stepped foot inside his fences.
He did. My mind
Maybe it's
returns to that dragonborn, you know. Patrolling the mines.
Once we are found out, we lose our advantage. So I think the first thing we do has to be the most difficult, and I think getting into that bastion is the most difficult challenge we currently have. If the Dragonborn's out patrolling, looking at new dig sites, easy to get in.
I think we're unlikely to be discovered if we just pick him up. And honestly, boys, I can kill him and resurrect his corpse. Remember?
That might be good, actually. If Doreen said that Karine is essentially a prisoner and this man is the one who runs the show, maybe it is better we, cut the head off the snake.
cut the head off the Dragonborn, pop him back up. He can lead us to wherever his automata defenses lie. I can even send him in the fortress to shut them off himself. I can control him up to a mile away.
It is a good plan.
Maybe we go find him, find a new dig site.
Yes.
See, and yeah, we jump him, put his head on a spike.
Yes, well, before killing the man, we should probably understand who he is and what type of a person he is. Perhaps there are other options outside of immediately slaughtering him and resurrecting his, or reanimating, sorry, his corpse.
That's true, that's true. He might be quite
course.
reasonable. We might be able to bribe him.
If he surrenders, then there will be no need to do this.
Forgive me, I'm keen. It's been a while since I felt useful. Got overexcited. It's been so long with other undead things. I just...
Pod, how do the Creditors Federation or others find new Essentia?
I have no idea.
Well,
I don't even know how they found this lot.
That is probably the first question in order to understand where this Dragonborn will be. Where is their new dig site?
GM, I was in Garnock's Hold more recently than in the last 20 years. Would I have heard anything about trade coming through, about increased supply of Essentia, any movement from the Creditors Federation while I was there?
Yeah, like perhaps somewhere in the back of your mind, in some paper or some meeting, you knew that Thug Olum had become a source of such a thing, and trading between Garnock's Hold, the Dwarven Kingdoms, Luminous Horizon had increased. Obviously, that is, you are slightly confused that any of it's going towards the Unbound Flame, but yeah, this is legitimate trade that has been happening between these kingdoms, enhanced by the mining here. And for the Dwarven Kingdoms, most of it was used in the process of forging, combining with other elements and alloys for powerful artifacts creation.
Pod, perhaps you could ask some of your relatives or friends, neighbors, about whether they know where the dig site will be or is.
I mean, I could do. Yeah, Derek would probably know, but I guess we've already been there.
I do not think Derek is in a condition to speak with us right now.
You're right, he probably
also
doesn't want to talk to us.
They're also giving him fake work, so I don't think he knows jack shit.
Kind of right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Perhaps, Casimir or one of you and someone can fly around on the magical broom, and someone can look on the ground. We could have a look just by viewing, if at the same time.
Yes.
And if we stumble upon it, then we were meant to.
I think that's fair.
Good a thing to do as any, I suppose, unless we have any specific leads.
Can God tell us? Any wisdom from Kellenvor? Now that you are his favourite. And he kind of taps Pod Shield, which now has cool scales on it, right?
Yeah, it looks very fancy all of a sudden.
Rewards for a
I don't know, can I
good deed done in the Silent Canyon.
can Pod do anything to ask his guy? I don't have DI.
You
Or
will
anything.
have in your cleric spell list shit like augury, and if you've prepared it today,
of
not you
course.
won't have it today, but tomorrow you could have shit like augury and I feel like Rasha had some of these from quite early.
Plus 20 score.
Yeah, look.
No, not I'm not thinking about divine intervention. I'm thinking about
got
shit
DI.
that you just like ask yes/no questions. So you can be like, is it north? Is it?
Yeah, augury is a
Second level spell?
And there are others, I think,
yeah.
that are quite useful.
I can learn it. I can learn it.
Perhaps you could simply pray at a site which somewhere where you can feel. Perhaps the. Jamie, what's the god of nature?
Why am I failing to remember this?
Sylvanus?
I was about to say,
Sylvanus?
It is Sylvanus, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, wow.
Victory for
I really know.
Sylvanus.
Perhaps somewhere where Sylvanus is felt strong. Maybe that
mean,
they will
in this,
Yeah, ruler of the Endless Court.
well, in this forest, Sylvanus is everywhere, so you know
perhaps not anymore, Paul.
that is true.
And maybe Sylvanus would quite like to return it to their domain. I don't know. You are the priest.
It's a good question. That is a good thing. I've never considered it. Are you allowed to pray to gods that aren't your own? I guess you can, right? But
You are. Less likely to reply.
less likely to reply, yeah, unless they're really involved. So what are we trying to find out here? What you want to find out where the dig site is?
Yeah,
Or-
where this motherfucker, where this guy's going.
Oh, where this particular guy is.
I guess
Yeah.
where the dig site is,
Rolling.
because that's where we think he's going to be.
Okay. I mean, what would I do if I wanted to make a prayer to Sylvanus to ask where this guy potentially is? An attempt based on the fact that this is a desecration of nature.
You attempt to tap into the energy around you, the feelings, the disturbances, the outcry, the long forgotten anguish of the animals that Derek had so little compassion for. You can make a religion check.
All right. It's 15.
You pray, and there's not much that comes. There's no voice, there's no outreach, but a couple of animals that are kind of left do make their way and kind of rotate around you, nuzzling you.
Very cute.
Seem to move off, almost beckoning you to follow.
I think we have our sign. Is religion still int scaling in next edition?
Yeah. They didn't
I've
change
never
any of
understood
this.
that. Why is religion int scaling? I've never understood that.
It's so funny that religion and nature, because it's like
Druid and cleric.
druids. Hello.
It's always
cleric, you
but
just
it's-
feel so stupid. You're like, why?
it's because it's knowing stuff. It's knowing about the
That's
gods
true,
and it's
yeah,
knowing
yeah.
about animals. Jamie could always call for a wisdom religion check.
Yeah.
True. I could do.
Which is
But I
what-
won't.
I'm lazy, but I'm wrong.
No,
Like,
no,
that's
no,
fine.
but I mean, that's why.
But to be fair, this does make sense because it's not my god, right? So
I'd
in
also say
this
they take you
instance.
to a clearing on the northeast outskirts. There hasn't been a lot of activity here recently, and there are more animals here than you would expect. But I would say a squirrel scutters along, kind of one of its hand, and throws it out like a small little shard of essentia.
Hmm. Can I pocket that?
Yeah.
Are these squirrels fucking hoarding essentia?
You're robbing this
Maybe.
squirrel.
No, it's showing you that there's some nearby.
Yeah.
Bod,
Yeah.
these
I figured
squirrels
as
are
much. I
hoarding
just didn't. I
essentia.
just.
Start digging.
I just didn't want to
we
leave
should
it.
take the essentia.
I think the squirrel
Drill,
is
baby,
saying
drill.
the essential is here.
So what now? We set up camp. We stake it out.
Are there any tunnels around, Jamie? Is there any like pre-digging at all there, or is it completely like
Previously,
unmined?
it's on the outskirts of a quarry, but unmined as of now.
I think we should, if we sit down, find some rest. It should be hideable, and perhaps it would be good to look around a bit. Like, are there any tunnels below here which our target may be walking through beneath our feet?
That directed at me.
Not particularly.
Well, I'm gonna go
I
have a look. I mean, should we have a look around then? I mean, do
I
we
was-
suspect they're gonna come to investigate this place, or do we bait the Dragonborn into coming here with information, or do we just expect that he will arrive?
We could pretend there's a big old sinkhole that's opened up into an exposed shaft of essentia. I could probably let me look at my spell book before I chat shit. Spell book.
You got major illusion.
That's
could-
what I have a spell scroll of major illusion, which I have not yet copied into my book because we've had no downtime.
How long will it take for you to copy that?
A day.
A day.
Let me check.
You're kidding. A day.
Let me check. Let me
Hard
control
work.
F.
It's hard work. It's hard work.
Let me.
I hope not 24 hours. I hope by you mean like a work day.
I even think it's like 4 hours or something.
No,
something
because
like
we're
that.
using different things, different words. Okay. Wizard copying based on skill. Make an Arcana check. It's rather than spending money, it's like I can fail it, but I use Arcana checks.
Good portent your roll.
Spend 1 hour with the source. At the end of the hour, make an Arcana check. The DC is 10 plus the level of the spell you attempt to copy. You need to acquire a number of successes equal to twice the spell's level. If I acquire a number of failures equal to twice the spell's level, then I fuck up, my scroll breaks, and I can't learn it that way. So Major Illusion is a 3rd level spell? Is that right?
Yeah.
So I need 6 hours if I don't fail a single one. And the DC is 13. My Arcana is +9. I think I'm actually quite unlikely to fail that. I think Casimir explains this in a like non-mechanics way. He's like, I would say somewhere between 6 to 8 hours. In all likelihood, I'll probably make some errors. I'm not perfect, believe it or not. But come nightfall, I could have this in my book. Of course. That said, once it's in my... Does that destroy the spell scroll, or do we have to wait until the morning for me to actually use it to prepare the spell?
I think we'd have to wait till morning.
Using a spell scroll generally destroys it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if it's...
Or like copying it into a book. I think it does destroy it.
Yeah, once you've succeeded or failed the spell, the scroll is destroyed. But to be honest, I would have to wait until the morning to use it. I mean, I could just use the scroll, of course. Depends on the urgency
Well-
we feel. I would like to have this in my arsenal, but
Why don't we use today to scout the area, set anything up? Maybe we make this our base camp over the next few days. And in the meantime, until tomorrow, Casimir, you don't needlessly need to waste a spell scroll.
sure. I'll do some learning. Very good.
Okay.
Cool.
Sorry.
I guess I'll start like bringing over branches and stuff and undergrowth to try and create an opening, but also some place that isn't super easily found for where we can like set up camp.
Yeah. Make a survival check.
I am relatively okay at these. 20, dirty 20.
Yeah, you're pretty confident that you're far enough away. Not any of you have watchtowers. You kind of move some of the shrubbery around. Right? A sufficient illusion or camouflage to hide where you all begin setting up camp. To ponder the next day's activities, whether you're going to find this dragonborn, lure them here, what you're going to want to ask them, how to pierce the heart of Thug Olum's defenses. Is there anything you'd all say to each other or talk about before you go to sleep?
We go to sleep?
Well,
Do we not have the rest of the day?
you do. It's probably the mid-afternoon at this point. So, as you made camp, what are your plans?
Because I thought the plan was with the rest of the day, Casimir would be learning the spell,
Yes.
whilst the rest of us scout the area, right?
Yeah, I
is that
can't
what you said?
cast. I can't
Okay.
cast it until the next morning though, because even though I spent all day learning it, I need to rest to change my spell book. My prepared
Yes.
spells.
Sorry.
That
So,
feels super logical,
Casimir,
but that's how it works.
That is how it works.
intently staring at the scroll, writing over each of the runes, carefully transcribing it. The rest of you, about mid-afternoon onwards, what are each of you doing?
Mercy will sort of go and do some sneak scouting about, looking about. Sort of so with the level 9 feature of whatever it's called. I think it's like running on ridiculous surfaces. They can go up and down vertical stuff and water, so they'll I don't know, climb up some of the watchtowers, get a lay of the land, maybe climb down some of the mine walls of the cliffs, I guess. Again, just look around, try not to be seen, and kind of see how many automata are about, how many sort of guards, that kind of stuff.
Mercy, you can make a survival check and a perception check. Sorry, stealth check and a perception check while you're doing that. I'll back to you in a second. Pod, what will you be doing?
I mean, reflecting on the day's events, I guess. Speaking to my brother, updating. Obviously, if he's seen everything that's happened, I'd just be interested to know his perspective and what he thinks we should do.
Modi's been quiet since Doreen. I didn't know it's been so long. I thought they'd be
filled with the same fervor for vengeance to set things right.
I thought that too. We need to fix this. I'm sorry I didn't come back.
Oh, you should be, but you're here now.
Fair nothing, I guess. Well, there's no time like the present to fix those kinds of mistakes.
Sad. What they've done to Derek.
Sad what they've done to everything. Yeah, he was always a difficult man, but I do feel a
He
bit
was
bad
our
for him.
difficult man.
Either way, we'll set this right, I promise.
Like Jordan said, to show others, if nothing else.
I promise you, I won't screw this up. We'll fix this.
I know you won't.
Yeah, pretty much that's the conversation.
Yeah. Dan, what would you be doing?
I'll probably be securing more around the camp. Maybe, if possible, setting up a few traps, just in case someone decided to try and approach from while no one was watching, or make it secure as possible. And I guess I'll keep spend time around camp, and I'll keep Casimir company as he probably more annoy him actually while he tries to transcribe his spell scroll into his book. It'd probably just be, it's probably something about how Fan, the big stuff is very important, but it's this kind of personal evil that really makes Fan's skin crawl. What brothers do to, what people make brothers do to their sisters, a community do to itself, or what makes people, fathers turns on sons, that kind of stuff. The big picture stuff. People have ambitions for the world, but it's this kind of small scale evil that I truly despise.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'll just keep yapping, and then every so often Casimir's probably just looking at his scroll and then waiting for a break in my speaking before going, yes.
Yeah, occasionally he gives you long searching looks of and then slowly returns his eyes back to his scroll.
I'll probably say some really unhinged stuff as well.
You don't get much of a reaction from him. He's very, very focused.
While I'm setting up a tripwire around camp, it'll just be man, if we didn't decide to turn Kareen over towards the villagers, I'd mount her head on a spike and trail her around these parts of the, send her on a carriage to the Creditors Federation.
Fair enough.
Yeah, just that basically. As I go around camp setting up traps, sharpen a few sticks for some palisades and stuff.
What should be up to?
So, before Than goes around setting up traps and things, I guess Quan would probably go over to Than and say, well, I'm thinking perhaps I can walk around, probably not for very long, but I may come across some people and may talk to them. I was wondering if you weren't going to use it, if I could borrow that of yours, and he points to, was it like the
Oh,
Um,
the broken hammer sigil of the unbound flame.
yeah, because the Unbound Flame, I imagine would be around, right?
They might be. We saw one of them leave. But yeah, if you're going around and talking to people, I'd kind of take it out and chuck it over towards Quan. It's useful to have the creditors of Federation align themselves with the Unbound Flame. I don't know why, but they clearly find what they can do useful. So if you do run into any Federation scum, then you'll probably have a better reception if you show them that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, I guess. I mean, fairly carefully. He's probably not stupid, like he's not going to draw attention to himself, but he will kind of go. I mean, I don't really have an understanding of the environment and where the buildings are, but probably just walk through and take a look at, who's walking around, if anyone's speaking, listen and see if he can find any kind of interesting points in the village.
Sure. You can just make a general perception check, which we'll come back to because I know Mercy's waiting after making theirs. Mercy, what did you roll on your stealth and perception?
10 and 17.
Which way around?
10 on stealth, 17 on perception.
Your skulking is not unnoticed. As you're walking around, something kind of catches sight of you from a watchtower. Nothing is done, but your presence is noted for whatever that means. You reckon, working across the various fields, there are 38 automatons, 4 actual living flesh guards, 1 per watchtower. Can't quite see them or make them out with that roll, but
yeah,
you notice that one of them changes guards. There's more than that, and the kind of central house fort, whatever it is being used as kind of a barracks.
Do I notice any aerial defenses? Not that I would necessarily know that something is an aerial defense, but like giant ballista or something, maybe like that. Catapults.
No. The walls, such as they are, there are crossbows on the watchtowers, but not significantly larger than that.
Yeah. Okay.
Go on. What did you roll?
21.
Making your way through. Yep.
Sorry, specifically before you go on, I'm not looking. I mean, obviously, if there's anything of note in terms of their defenses or the guard or whatever, fine. But I think he's probably more interested in, like, the talk around the town, if there's any dissatisfaction, maybe if there are any problems or any indication of who the guard are reporting to, like, more of that kind of a thing. He's more interested in the people.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as I said, there's basically like this central compound and these various dig sites out of it that there are these watchtowers on and these automatons. And walking through, none of them even pay you mind particularly. And obviously, the automatons don't talk to each other. So while off to the side in the village, there are occasionally those who come out of their house, and everyone in this village you notice who's part of what the village once have been or isn't part of the central compound of the guards are Firbolgs, like pod. It dawns on you that the youngest person you see is probably around 20 years old. Nobody has had children in the time that this has happened. People are shocked or surprised to see you and kind of, do kind of go to get out of your way. You're an outsider. You get the sense they fear outsiders, or they've learnt to fear them. If Could you make a general charisma check?
I would love to. Oh, this is where I roll a natty one, isn't it? General charisma. That's a 14.
14.
Unless it's a specific. Unless it's not like
No,
flat charisma. Unless
No, this is how friendly you appear.
I'm a pretty friendly person.
Pretty
I would
friendly.
say. Well, it depends, right? Like, depends if I'm actually able to interact with anyone, because I feel like I could probably persuade them to trust me. One would
could.
say.
You learn that the name of the creature that they all seem to answer to is Foreman Klax. Klaxx. Listening to some of the villagers talk, complain, go through. And a small child runs up to you, kind of gaping a little bit. Sorry. That's wrong. You hear instead one or two.
Wait, what? Sorry, I'm confused. Does the child not exist?
The child
Did I just
No one's
imagine
had
that?
No. I was like, this would be cool. But then I realized nobody's had a child in 20 years.
Right.
Who of the people speaking? Hushed tones. Where do you think it eats? I have no idea. I'm just glad it hasn't picked anyone up yet. And that conversation seems different than the others, talking about food or guards or complaining about aches and pains or having to move or Kyrene or what has gone on or the visitors. Something in that conversation sticks out to you as different. Maybe it causes you pause.
So they're kind of nearby. I just overhear
Yeah,
them.
it's two fairly middle-aged rebels, kind of seemingly under the comfort of their own home, a bit oblivious to the rest of the world, talking.
And they said, "What does it eat?"
What does it eat? I'm just glad it's followed. It's not carrying anyone off yet.
Quana's gonna walk up to them, kind of like, I suppose, like looking around, like quite slowly walk over to them so he doesn't catch them by surprise and say, I'm so terribly sorry to interrupt you. I mean, no rudeness or harm. I'm just a visitor. Would you be able to tell me the nearest place I could find some food and rest?
Looks at you. Well, if you're here to see her or do any business, then go over there where you belong, and points back at the kind of central settlement.
Oh, no, not at all. I have a very close friend who once lived here, and I'm just visiting. I have nothing to do with the Federation.
Oh. Well, then come inside. They kind of usher you in. You're welcome to. I don't have much, but you're welcome to it. Kind of,
I mean, he was just asking for directions. He wasn't like...
That's fine. These people, there's nothing like that, but they feel compelled to try to help you.
And he's like, I guess he's quite flustered. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to impose. I really didn't mean to be asked or invited into your home. I just was trying to understand my way around the village."
Well, I'm sorry, everybody here, and kind of points out to some fields. We grow our own food, but no one visits. I mean, some of these are abandoned. You're welcome to those. No one's going to disturb you, and We're happy to share our food with you if you need.
Thank you. I wouldn't feel right taking food from you, but I did. Well, I couldn't help but overhear your discussion before I said something. You mentioned, and he's just kind of like maybe a little bit hesitant, but it's like you mentioned something perhaps harming the people that live here. Should I be worried?
Make a persuasion check.
That is a 21. Again, a 21.
Look, just something flies. Not every night, but some of them. Something flies out of there, points back, and circles a bit before flying off. I wouldn't recommend being out at night.
How big is this something? Is it
I've only
perhaps
ever seen it at a distance, but it looks large.
shiny or reflective?
I see them. I've seen stars, light reflect off it, but it doesn't. Look, it's dragon. It's not a dragon. It's something else. And they seem to be arguing again, but perception is it could be a dragon, or at least it looks like one.
Okay. It's kind of like a UFO. They haven't really seen it close enough to know what it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Are
Yeah.
dragons
okay.
like the UFOs of Lakai? Like someone sees anything in the sky and they're like, fucking dragon.
Fucking
No,
dragon.
just something has flown out, and at that distance, it could be a dragon. It's just got wings and large.
Yes.
And yeah, I suppose after they say that he'll Quan will sort of motion to the door and say, "Well, it is getting late. I wouldn't want to be caught out, just in case it is a dragon." And he kind of yeah.
Delta and Lysandra, please. And you are. And who is your friend?
Quan probably trusts all of the Firbolgs, right? At this point, like they've all been
Probably.
really nice.
Yeah.
Two of them.
Well, okay, yeah, apart from your uncle, but his name is Pod.
Oh, he left some time ago. I hope he's well. For his sakes, I hope he doesn't come back.
Why do you say that?
Well, it's a bit of a sorry sight, isn't it?
Well, he is doing well, and I'm sure seeing all of you would make him feel a lot better. Perhaps soon. And he kind of thanks him and walks out the door before he can say anything else about Pod.
Fair enough. So between scouting, reflecting, perhaps Mercy come back and fill you in that what Mercy perhaps scouted some of the regular enforcements there are. There are clearly 4 regularly guarded watchtowers that are changed on some basis. So 8, 9, 10 potential people on watch, along with about 38 automatons working constantly. Mercy, it is not surprised to you that you were seen. Quan comes to share what Quan knows as well.
Yeah, but I would also like to try and pet one of the automatons if I can. When I walk past it. Is there like a small one? Like kind of cute one?
Is the small cute one?
Depressingly
identical, all of them.
Mhm.
And could you make just roll a d20 for me?
Okay. That's an 18.
18. Cold to the touch as you kind of put your hand on it. And as you do, it just completely freezes for the second you're holding it and goes, Operator, code, please. Operator, code, please.
As soon as it makes a noise, Quine is immediately like, ugh, and like takes
Kind of goes back to work immediately.
That's it. I just wanted to pet these. Very much. At Jen's request. Thanks.
Thank you, Jen.
Thanks, Jen.
Thanks, Jen.
Rest, you will return to the camp. Ready to report on the day's events.
As people come back, I'm like, no, don't come that way, don't come that way. And I like just point them over towards like a safe path in and out of camp. So they avoid the pitfalls and the swinging logs and the bamboo traps that I've set around camp.
I think like you return to find Casimir like not fully casting the spell, but he's filled the space with like illusory random objects as practice. So maybe there are like a whole host of like ornate tables. There's just some like floating blobs that haven't come out right that are filled in with like slightly sickly pulsing colours that occasionally he frowns at and kind of like waves away and it turns into a floating candle. You know, you've got some like, you know, the D&D film when dude does the bard and it malfunctions. There's some like malfunctioning people in the corner maybe that are like having conversations on loop. He's like, no. But you know, he seems most of the way done. I suppose kind
Do
of
we all sort of
as there's noise, I'll just sort of say, so how was it then? Do we know everything?
well, there are a number of these constructs, probably around 40, with some probably in reserve, and then around, I would estimate, maybe between 4 and 12 guards, humanoid, who occupy the watchtowers on shifts. I think one of them saw me, unfortunately. I took care to be. I took care to get away as quickly as possible. So, who knows what they thought they saw, or what may be the result of that. The excavations stretch for several miles around here, though, as well. And there is quite a number of tunnels, mine shafts, in those larger mine pits, which looks predominantly where the original village used to sit. It is now a large mine.
Nice. That's good to know. Did any of the mines look more recent? Maybe might be somewhere we could find these reflective dragonborn.
I would say predominantly most of the work is being done in the northwest of the village as of now. Like the other areas seemed less maintained, less guarded, and there were less kind of active mining going on. Mercy.
The sort of south and east sides have been stripped. There are precious few trees. The river has been diverted, and there are huge clay cliffs now there is no guards there. There is nothing to protect. There are some presence in the northwest of the village, though. There is a mine there, indeed.
Okay.
I also did not see any ballista or siege weaponry mounted around the castle.
Promising.
So possibly, but we cannot discount magical weapons, of course. It was appeared to be a conventional defensible structure. Its main protection is its size and its construction. If we were to get in, it seems to me that we would overcome a significant obstacle. But obviously, I think an army laying siege to that castle would take many losses. It would be impossible to storm in any way. There is one way in and one way out.
It seems to me the simplest thing to do is cast invisibility upon someone on the broom, fly in with the hoe, and hey presto.
We have a potion of invisibility as well from Squanvir's horde.
Well, there we go. Problem solved.
Better. What did the rest of you get up to?
I trapped the shit out of this grove.
And talked a lot. Don't leave that bit out. Don't sell yourself short,
yeah.
Fan.
Oh, what did you talk about?
Oh, just how much this kind of activity from the Creditors Federation makes my skin crawl.
I've been here for 7 hours, and he spoke for most of it. Incredible. He sounds quite tired as he says that.
You sound tired, Casimir. You must be in need of some food and some rest.
Well, it's a little taxing on the brain learning these things. Oh, hang on. And like an illusory cart sort of like drives through Mercy. And Mercy's probably like field of vision warps slightly. Sorry. And you kind of realise there's this 20-foot cube in which just random shit is happening, and like occasionally he's trying to map sinkholes onto the ground and they're just sort of like floating off and just, yeah.
Do we take that to mean?
I can do it, I think. I just, after 7 hours of this, I'm a little distracted, but I think it can be done. Although my question is, in light of everything you've learned, do you still want to press ahead with drawing him out here with an Essentia-filled hole?
I think for the reasons you proposed earlier, it is still a good plan.
At this point, I feel like I don't know if Quan has arrived yet, but he probably, if he's hearing talk of the plan, he probably will come in and tell everyone what he's learned about the potential dragon that is flying around in the evenings.
Oh. Another one.
That complicates things.
I mean, he's probably our guy, right? I don't want to paint with a broad stroke, but Dragonborn appeared recently in the village. Dragon appeared recently. I think it adds up. No smoke without fire.
No Dragonborn without dragons, really?
It is possible.
Maybe.
But why? Why would the dragon be here to oversee
It makes
this
sense.
village?
If this place is making a vast amount of money for the Federation, it will be guarded quite well. And having a dragon as your foreman is not a bad shout.
Probably a few dragons in the Creditors of Federation, honestly, the amount of wealth that runs through.
Also,
that
yes, just
organisation.
generic corporate creed, like Than said.
Well, we cannot ambush a dragon, then, can we? This changes the plan.
Didn't we ambush a dragon the other day?
We did. We could Just leave the bow in an open field. No, I'm not worried about the dragon. Look, we can hide our camp. We can make ourselves inconspicuous. Did you say at night, Quan?
That's what I heard.
It has no reason to be looking for us. It must be
Not like anyone was
hunting.
seen. Sorry, I'm not supposed to comment. I'm not. No one's here.
It's not like anybody was seen.
I just said, I think one of the guardsmen, the first tower I went to, spotted me.
Well,
Maybe we go get him.
why don't we just hide extra
You know
well
what-
then?
you know what I mean?
We should take some precautions to hide tonight, I think. We may have to
Okay.
have cold dinner, no fire.
I can heat it, don't worry. I'll warm it up for us.
And then,
Lightlessly.
if we still think that we can ambush, there's no reason to deviate from the sinkhole idea. This is where the Essentia is, and where they will be investigating in a day's time.
How will we alert
Or-
them to the presence of this magical sinkhole? I learned something rather interesting in copying this, which Clue did not know. If I put a little more energy into it, rather than have it last only for its allotted 10 minutes, I can stretch it to last until dispelled. Apparently, if I use a 4th level spell slot or higher, it just hangs around until.
Wow.
Yeah. Major,
That's good.
Let me reread that. Make sure.
Or
I'm
maybe
not lying to you.
maybe we open
Without
the sinkhole.
requiring concentration. Wow. Last until
I'm
dispelled.
going
Maybe
to
we
need to go.
open.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yes.
Well, then we'll leave it there, I guess.
We will leave it there
On that
as the
note.
party plots and plans. They've come to Thug Olum. It is not exactly what any of them thought it would be. Maybe they can restore hope to these people.
Easy.
Maybe Derek has recovered from Tia's justice and his untimely death.
All right, cool. Well, see you next week when we will ambush a dragon ? Again, which is
Yeah,
a
again.
trick that we are good at. it
Bye-bye.
seems.
I'm getting good at it.
Goodbye, guys. See you next
guys.
week. Bye bye bye
Bye-bye.
bye bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
You keep on dancing, you walk that line, yeah. You got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing, you're my lucky strike.